All right, hold on, folks. We'll get them in here. They'll all make it right back. I, all right. All right. They'll be right back. That was crazy. Sorry. Go fish. Hello, girl. Hold on a minute. We ran into some technical difficulties, and well, the crew will be right back. Here we go. We got Jackie coming in. Hi. Hey, look, squirrel. What the fuck? I hear you, buddy. Sorry. I forgot to log out of my channel. Too funny.
I gotta pull up.
How much have you? I haven't had much to drink at all. I really only one beer, man. It's just you know, just it's what happens when you use shared accounts.
Video unavailable. This video is private. What?
Huh? The hell you talking about?
I'm trying to hit on our video.
Oh, the old one. That's the old one.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I just closed it, you know. In fact, it took me a minute even to just get it to. All right, I can't even go in there and screw around now. I gotta get my laptop over here so I can work on this.
There we go.
All we need is Lisa back now, and we'll be all back where we started.
All right.
We got 8 people in the chat already again. Sorry you lost all those views, Lisa.
Oh, you're
Lady
fine.
C's Crazy Life Adventures. Good to see you. Max Cobra. Hey, how you doing? Vanessa, good to see you. We're waiting on Lisa. We got Bashful here, and they're gonna talk all about Tiger King.
Yes, we are.
Hey. We're a little late getting this started, but it's kind of early in Lisa's world. So,
Vanessa. Hi, everybody.
there you go. Max Cobra's still looking amazing, Jacqueline.
Thank you for the compliment.
Oh, Chasing Tails Outdoors. What's up, buddy? Nick the Goat. Hey, what's up, Nick? Ain't seen you in a bit. How's it holding up there in New York, Nick? Snowing there yet?
It's snow here, yeah. Snow and rain mix here. In the Buffalo area, that is.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow like all day tomorrow. Over here. There she is. What's up, Josie? Work got me all over the place, bro. It's snowing now. Yeah, there you go. You plowing?
All right, now we're live on the round table. Look at that.
All right.
It looks squirrel.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing, Tony?
Texas, what's up?
Hello, Bark.
It's too funny having the ladies or the gentlemen of the round table highlighted for me.
Hello, everybody in chat. I can't see chat right this second. I'm sharing it out again to the right channel.
Technical errors.
Technical errors, it happens.
Minor technicality.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wrong
yeah.
channel to.
Right, we're not. This isn't a high budget show here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We low budget.
We definitely don't pay for talent.
No, we don't.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we all shared out with a new thumbnail and all happiness.
Yeah. All right. So in case everybody don't know why we're here today, we're here to talk about what everyone is talking about lately, the Tiger King. And Hello, everyone I missed in chat. Hello, Goldfish, Container Man, Vanessa, Mark. Fuck you, Tony. Josie,
Right.
Asian Tales,
Right, Roy? Oh, there you go. Nick the Goat throws us 2 bucks,
Max
man.
Cobra, Lady
Aw.
C. Hello, everybody.
Videos are too funny.
Thank you, Nick. What's up, Eric? That's Mark's brother. All right, so we're gonna be discussing the Tiger King. It's we're gonna do it in 3 parts. We're probably gonna do it every Friday. Tonight is just the night where we're gonna see what everybody knows about the case, about the Tiger King. And then next Friday we'll go into like the Netflix stuff. And then the following Friday we'll discuss what happened after the Netflix series. So who wants to start off the conversation?
I know nothing.
So I'm just curious. So Jimmy's not watched any of it. Is it anybody in chat watched it? Anyone that's here right now watched it?
Right, Gaffa? I bet they do.
Gappa.
Gaffer.
Gaffer.
Oh,
Tell Bassett's going after Gaffer next.
I might donate some money to Carol now. So you go out Gappa. Eat poor little kitty cats. I don't even like cats. but-
Yes. Tony's got a video, a fuck you video for
Oh yeah, I saw that. Nick, you gotta go check out Hey Look Squirrel. You will enjoy all his fuck you videos, my brother. You will.
Right.
It's right up your alley.
Go Fish, I'm doing good. Hope you are too.
I was so
Thank you, Alex
confused. I
Gaffer.
was looking-
All right, so does anybody in chat besides Tony know about the Tiger King story?
Or even better yet, does anyone in the chat even give a fuck about the Tiger King story?
hey.
Hey. Supposed to be encouraging my topic, Jimmy.
1 if you do, 2 if you don't.
Shut up, Jimmy.
I'm actually glad I finally watched it. Lisa got me to watch it, and I'm glad that she did because it is a really good documentary to watch.
I have not seen hide nor hair of it.
What the hell is Nada? No, Container Man don't know about it. Where is Dustin? Dustin needs to be up here. We need our flamboyant brother to talk
Yes,
about
I
Well,
do.
he's out cruising, so he should be here. I saw him
Muggsy,
somewhere. I forget where the hell I
change
was.
your name. You're not Lisa. Muggsy.
Why did you
Yeah,
do
Bugsy.
that?
Gaffer said yes, and I'm appalled by that. No, Jimmy, I don't. You don't what, Gaffer? Give a fuck? Well, we didn't ask you to give a fuck.
Right.
All right, so, and another thing, I don't want to be rude, but these are one of the nights where it's not an open panel, where everyone can join with our normal fuckery. So if you're welcome to join panel, if you're going to contribute to the topic we're talking about tonight, and once we're done talking about the topic, if there's time for fuckery, then everyone can join.
Okay.
Because me and Bash will get easily sidetracked when we do topics.
All right.
And
So who's up for non-fuckery at the moment?
Okay, so who wants to start the topic about the Tiger King, and then maybe everyone will start talking.
Well,
Oh, Gaffa knows all about the tiger crap. So
Mhm.
remind me.
You wanna come up here,
remind me
Gaffa?
the first 2 shows, because that's pretty much the beginning of the everything of how everything
Right.
starts with how he started his tiger
what's up?
land or whatever you want to call it, tiger farm.
Mhm.
Right.
Hi,
so
Judah.
basically, it was supposed to have been him and his brother going to start a tiger rescue, pretty much. But their intention was also to breed the tigers, to populate the tigers, because tigers are endangered.
Right. And around
And
the time they wanted to breed them, it was still legal.
Mhm.
right.
So that didn't.
It was still legal to also buy exotic animals. Something happened. His brother
His
got
brother
hit by a
got
drunk.
killed by a drunk driver, coming back
Yeah.
from
Oh, me.
driving their mother somewhere, or their sister or something, driving her somewhere, and he only made it like 40 miles and got hit by a drunk driver and died.
You know, for some
So
reason, whenever y'all talk, the voices are.
Yeah, you're all robotic.
Margie.
Leaving.
yeah,
Okay, continue.
Sorry.
So the Carol, how does she get into the story with the Tiger King? How does she
Because
all of
she
a
is
sudden get
supposed to
involved?
be an advocate for the tigers and the exotic animals not to be caged.
Okay.
But her husband that disappeared,
Appeared, yeah.
they have her husband that disappeared was a multimillionaire, and he loved the tigers and the exotic animals, and he started buying them. And ironically, even though she's supposed to be an advocate against this, she has caged tigers, lions, all that on her farm too.
right. She has what she calls she calls them rescue cats. So she's got cats that supposedly have came from people who bought the tigers as, cubs, and when they grow up, they realize they couldn't handle this cat because they're massive animals and they're not pet. And then she gets the animals. What, according to her, what her main argument with Joe and the other guys who are also like, this is a whole community. This is not
Right.
just
That's
like
why
they're
we're doing it in 3 parts, because there's so many players in this story that they have to kind of break it down.
right. Yeah, there's so many players in the whole tiger world. It's a big cat world. It's not just tigers. But whenever Carol and her husband started out, they were also breeding cats, and they were crossbreeding, and they were doing everything that she is fighting against Joe and these other guys for doing. They started out doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But now since her husband's no longer there, she's
got a new husband.
wants to, right. She also puts the animals on display for people to come in, and she makes money off of doing this. She says she spends all of her money,
But
she doesn't pay her
you,
employees. They are
volunteers.
Yeah.
And mind you, people, she's not just making money off them coming to visit these animals at her farm. She's also getting thousands of dollars in donations from Facebook.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She's receiving them or giving?
No, she's receiving them.
Oh, okay.
She's receiving thousands of dollars on Facebook donations a week, and sometimes a day.
I hope all that money's mostly going towards these animals to feed them and take care of them.
The same woman who's an advocate about how they should be in the small cage or whatever, when Joe and all them are feeding their tigers, and one of the other players into this ring of tigers, their tigers run. Like, he has this land and his tigers are running, like, basically.
Right. Yeah, they're open cages,
they're open, and he feeds them openly. Where if you look at Kale Baskin's tigers, when they get fed, their head goes into this little box to get their water.
Yeah.
So how is she treating her tigers any better? At least Joe's tigers were running around and they were caged, but they had room. You know what I mean? They wasn't getting water or food out this little box they got to stick their head in.
Yeah.
And the same with the other player with the big what's his name, with the big elephant. I can't pronounce his Buddha name.
Right. I hear you. What amazes me, I have to bring this up. What amazes me is that PETA, she's involved with PETA.
Mm-hmm.
That amazes me.
That does amaze me. How she's involved with PETA, and like the one of the
evil group of people.
Rescue. That's that's how she's getting away. That's how
Mhm.
PETA is supporting her, is because she's a rescue. Her only like moral high ground in this whole situation is the fact that she does not breed the animals. That's what she's no longer like crossbreeding animals, like where he would take a lion and a tiger and crossbreed them. Like she's against
Mhm.
those kind of things, and PETA's way against those things. So yeah, that's why PETA will support her, because she's the one who takes in the animals once people realize they can't handle them. Like we
Right.
have a rescue here in Tennessee for elephants. And these are elephants that have been in like circuses and like, you know, sideshows and whatever, that were abused and things like that. And like you just can't go and see these elephants because they want them to live like the most normal life possible. That's
Mhm.
really what she should be doing with her cat if she was doing a rescue the right way. But
Exactly.
she doesn't. She's
And I
profiting on
don't,
it.
right. And I don't particularly like that dude Doc. That's what I'm calling him, because like I said, I can't say his Buddha name.
Oh, the guy that has so many wives.
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
guy?
Doc.
Yeah.
I won't say
Out
that
of
name.
all of them,
It's bored.
out of all of them, his animals have the most free run.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
they were living out in their natural habitat, in all honesty. So, he's just weird as hell. And like,
They're all weird. Oh my God.
one of the other guys that went to partner with the dude from Vegas, and they took over Joe's Zoo. He said it best. I don't particularly care for him neither, but he did say it best. The animals that they're breeding is an endangered species. So what they're doing is that them breeding them is keeping the species alive. They can't he said you can't even take them back to their natural habitat because they're killing them in their natural habitat.
Right.
So
Well, you got to also look at though how many tigers kill humans every year. Like in
right.
certain countries, it's dangerous to go outside, and they don't have like indoor plumbing, so they have to go to their outhouses and they get killed by tigers. It's
Mhm.
horrible. Like so, yeah, they're killing the tigers off. But yeah, I agree that there needs to be like some sort of breeding for the animals so that they do, you know, we don't lose that species. But it has to be done responsibly and not like, I don't mind the fact that people can go and interact with the animals. I don't think that's the wrong thing as long as the money's being used to
Take care of the animal.
yeah,
Right.
take care of animals, yeah. And it's not cheap. Like it's
No,
almost
they
No.
showed you in that documentary. It's not cheap at all.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
Tiger
$400
King was getting
per
all
person.
his food from donated from Walmart food that was old, getting old, outdated meat and stuff. That's how he was feeding his tigers, wasn't he?
Well, roadkill and like all
Right.
kinds of weird
It was
stuff.
at first. It wasn't just Walmart donating to Joe. There was other people donating to Joe too, because they wanted his farm. And in the beginning, I think Joe truly loved his tigers and his animals, and I think he truly took care of them properly. But I think more things started piling on him, and I think it became less about his animals and more about him fighting to keep the farm and the animals, and then he lost sight of what.
Well, also he was so obsessed with what's her name, Carol.
Yeah, Carol. But she was also just as like in the documentary. This is how obsessed this woman is with him. When he first started all this, he was traveling to the malls and stuff, and he was doing magic and with the animals and all this. And she hired a woman to track him down all over the country to try to stop him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, from the moment he started, that was like her main target was Joe. And I don't think it had anything, and this is just my personal opinion, because she could have went after Doc, who in all of this, Doc is a bigger fish to fry because he has the most tigers. He has the lions. He has the bears. He does, you know what I mean? He is a bigger person to go after. And Joe and all these other people that were starting the tiger farms, they went to him and he taught them. That all of them said that through this documentary. So why would you start with the littlest person on the totem pole at the time, Joe, instead of going after Doc? And some of these people that are in this documentary got their first cubs from Doc to start their tiger farms.
Mhm.
I personally think her biggest problem with him is that he had the biggest mouth and he was gay. That's my personal.
Right.
Okay, can I address something?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, Judith,
Right. I wanted to say something too.
I'm
Right.
reading your messages in chat, and you're very welcome to voice your opinion here. We'll
We're not
respect your
forcing
opinion.
you. We're not forcing you to listen.
Yeah, let me
All the
finish.
same.
We'll respect your opinion, but you're going to respect our opinion too. That's the way this works over here at the round table. We're going to respect each other. If you have a different opinion, that's absolutely fine. Me and Lisa don't agree on a lot of things, but we're still friends and we get along with each other and we can have conversations with each other.
What's
And
up,
not agree.
Kenneth?
And that's
Hello,
the way we're going to
Kenneth.
handle it.
Yeah, Judith, this isn't like where you first met us at. We're not like that channel, okay? Everyone is allowed to have their own opinion and their own thought. And as long as you're respectful with it, you're more than welcome to stay. If you don't like the topic we're discussing, I'm sorry. But the round table don't do drama.
Yeah, we don't do drama and we're just,
Yeah, the
this
most
is the
drama
topic we want to
is the
talk
drama
about
with
tonight.
Joe and Carol Bassett.
Oh, that Carol lady though. That's yeah.
Hello, Kenneth.
I want
Well,
to get
Carol's
back
whole
on.
And-
thing is,
And sorry, I'm typing in chat as Lisa, so
It's fine. Thank you.
I'll make
Danny.
all mine in caps to make it distinguishable.
Mhm.
okay. Yeah,
All right,
Carol's
so
whole is she just didn't want him to butt in on her profits. Like him having a show over here stop people from going all the way to see her show. You know, that was the whole thing.
Mhm.
She just didn't want the competition.
and honestly, he Dustin, you need to bring your ass up here.
Is
That's
he in
right,
there?
yeah.
Is he in?
Crack the
Is
whip.
he in chat?
Yeah, Dustin's in chat. I also think that like I just think Joe, I love Joe. Like I think he was crazy and I think he went too far a lot of times,
Mhm.
but at the same time I love him. Like I just absolutely love him because like, you know, when people said that, you know, he on his farm, that was his stage, that was his farm, that's where he could have shined, and he was able to, you know, and he didn't label himself the Tiger King. That guy in there that gave the stuff, the documentary, gave him that throne and the thing, and he labeled him the Tiger King. And then
Like,
Joe was king.
and it went to his head after that.
Being
Yeah.
who Joe is, you know what I mean? He's like,
So,
I'm the Tiger King, you know? So
You
it
know?
stuck. And it was a way for him to make money. And we all know if we could profit off our own itty bitty success, we gonna profit off it.
That's cool, Dustin. We understand. And that's the reason. Well, that's the reason we want to do another stream too, is because Skeeter can't be here tonight, and we want
Yeah.
Skeeter to be able to talk
Yeah.
about it. And Dustin can't be here tonight, so we're gonna have him talk about it.
Right.
So, and I
and
think it's an interesting topic. I mean, everybody's talking about it, so there has
Yeah.
to be some kind of interest in it.
and I think also he was the first one where everyone was talking about it behind her back. He was the first one that actually dove deep in to Carol Bassett's husband's disappearance. And
mhm.
he got her journal and he got her diary.
Yeah. How the hell did he get that?
He reached out to the ex-wife and to the daughters, and he encouraged them to start speaking out. And then when they started speaking out, that's when she was like, if y'all don't stop, you're getting no more
Yeah,
money.
and she took
We'll
all
cut
the
you
yeah.
off.
That's so
A
messed up.
guilty person don't do that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly.
I mean, a guilty person does that. An innocent person won't do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I know what you meant.
And like when she had the will changed to, and she had disappeared, added to the will.
Yeah. Who does that? Who has disappeared already pre-thought of while you're writing I might disappear, so I'm gonna write this in my will.
Right. And it's not even what Joe said and the stuff he dug up to go after about her husband's disappearance.
So we need to back up just a second so we can give a little background on what we're talking about here.
Okay.
So Carol Baskin, which is the lady who has been going after Joe, trying to shut him down because she wants him to compete against her because she has a part and she wants everybody to come visit her part so she makes all the money. She was married to a millionaire, an older man, and they were not particularly happy in their relationship. And there was a situation where he was supposed to take a trip, and we'll get into this all this. Right, we'll get into all this in more depth next time. But right now, what we need to know is that her millionaire husband ended up coming up missing, and they can't find him anywhere. His body's never been found, and the rumor is that Carol had him killed. And they even go so far as to say that Carol fed him to the tigers because the tiger's stomach is really acidy and it will like dissolve bones. So that's what Joe has been like. Joe has a YouTube channel and he has some really interesting videos on there, and he calls out Carol all the time for killing her husband. And it's kind of hilarious to go watch Joe in his videos. So even if you don't want to watch the documentary, I suggest go watch some of Joe's videos because they will crack you up.
And Joe has some music, and despite him getting labeled as a murderer and the Tiger King, he can actually sing. Pretty good. Just saying.
Well, no, he can't sing. No, that's not him singing.
What?
He paid. No, it's not him singing. He paid people to sing on his video. There's interviews with the people who actually made the songs, wrote the songs, and everything. Yeah, that's the reason I want to do the third part of the thing, because I want to talk about what is out. The difference in the information is out on the internet as far as YouTube and stuff like that versus the information that we got from Netflix, because they don't necessarily coexist with each other. There's interviews with like one of the jury members, and she talks about that happened, during the trial that didn't come up with the documentary. So yeah, that's what I want to do the 3-part, because there's so much information that the Netflix series kind of left out. And again, I'm going to go back to Joe's videos. I think Joe's videos are hilarious, and we should talk about some of them too.
Yes.
Like the way he called her out and the things he did is just like, it's so funny.
He had a mannequin made out to look like her.
Right. He made that freaking music video he did. He got that woman looked almost identical to her.
Identical, I know. And she, was crazy.
Yeah, he made some music videos bashing Carol. And there's like all these memes going around that blame Carol for everything now, which is kind of funny. And like it's a big thing. So that's kind of why we want to talk about it, because it's
right. And through this whole pandemic,
work all the time.
Through this whole pandemic, President Donald Trump took a moment during the press conference to talk about the Tiger King and how he's looking into maybe releasing him.
Hear about this. So
Seth.
Hello, Seth.
Hi, Seth.
What's up, Seth?
Hey, Seth. What's up, everybody?
I just love the Tiger. I just love Joe's personality. I don't know.
I think that a lot of people, you get drawn in. Initially, I think you get drawn in because it's kind of cool to see the cats, and then Joe kind of his personality comes out, and then you're like, what is this person, and like what's going on? And then the whole backstory of all the crazy people at the different parks and stuff like that, it just kind of makes you like, you got to find out what these people are about, or what they're about. Yeah,
I mean, it's a mix of everything. There's drugs, there's sex, there's suicide, there's murder.
Oh my God. that's.
And then you throw in the exotic animals, and it's just like it's made. And they're about to make it a mini series and possibly a movie.
Some
Wow.
of the cats, well, not just some of the, all those cats are so pretty. That's one of my favorite parts of the whole thing is like being able to see the cats,
Yeah.
and then you got this crazy story on top of it. So it's that's why initially I was like hesitant because I don't really like to follow the trend and watch everything that everybody's doing, but this one I'm glad I did because
Yep.
so far I'm enjoying it really a lot.
Yep.
Even though it's and I know people like that. That's the other thing is like I know people that are like that in real
I do
life.
too. I do too.
I
know
don't.
people like that. That's what I said to Jackie. I was like, I think I love Joe so much because for one, he kind of reminds me of Dustin, and two, I have friends back home like him. Every woman should have a gay friend like Joe. Every woman. I truly, truly believe this. I have a few of them back home.
Yes.
And I absolutely
Joe
love
is
them.
That
Really
is so
say I-
true. That is so true.
And here's the other interesting thing about Joe is like he's married to two men who are both younger than him.
He's on
That
his third now.
oh yeah, he's on his third. So
Bashel ain't
He's,
kind of, Bashel, I'll tell you why she liked Joe. Because she likes all the gay men and she tried to take them all from me.
right.
That's right.
That's funny. I don't know where to go with this though. What else?
Judith, I asked you nicely to stop, so now you need to take a 5-minute breather, reflect
Mhm.
on your come back. I know how you get when you've been drinking a little bit, so you need to reflect on your countriness and take a woosah and come back. Wolfie!
Woofy. Hello, Woofy. You can come back when we're done talking about the Tiger King and then
Yeah, Judith, I love you with all my heart. You know I do, but you need to calm down, darling. You don't have to be here for
Woo.
the I'm sure
I
you
just
wasn't
finished
over in other streams when they were talking about it running amok. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, there's just a lot. So if anybody wants to catch up, Gaffer's putting links in the chat to help you get to know Joe Exotic. That's another name for him. You can also look up Carol Bassett. Yeah, her. The woman that fed her husband to the tigers. That's the rumor. There's a lot of
And
other
again,
people in
Peter's
the
gonna
story.
come up. Yeah, there's a lot of people involved in this story. And Skeeter's gonna come up and talk
and
about it.
there's a lot of
and
people.
Dustin's going to.
Skeeter did a video on his channel already about the Tiger King. Tony did a fuck you video to Carol Bassett. Everyone
Yeah,
did
so
it.
go check out their videos.
Right. And I think it's so popular because you watch this documentary, and as you're watching this documentary, you're thinking this can't be real life.
Yeah, that's
Right.
exactly the whole time I was thinking. I'm
It
just
can't
like,
be fucking real. And oh shit, no, it's real. Like it's really real. And I can't help but to feel sorry for Joe. Like
I know I'm in the same. I'm the same.
like I
torn.
cried when he went to jail. I cried. Hello, Doris. How are you, beautiful? Like I feel like not even when he got sent to prison, but like when his zoo got taken away from him. I feel like he was trying so desperately to hold on to that zoo, not just because of his reputation, because like he said over and over again, that was him and his brother's dream. And I think by the end of the documentary, everybody forgot that factor and they didn't understand why he would say over and over again, because he would say over and over, if they come and try to take my animals, if they come and try to take my my zoo is gonna be like Waco here again. And people would say, well, that's an extreme statement, but I think everybody, once he got bigger and things got a little crazier, they forgot that fact, and Joe never did. That
Yeah.
zoo and them animals, even though he was losing his mind and losing the hindsight, one time that zoo was what was left of him and his brother.
Did they ever
And
say
then his
where he?
husband,
Did they ever say where he took his most expensive tigers?
I have a theory. And I'm gonna tell you why I think this is a theory. I think Shaq has them, and I'm gonna tell you why I think Shaq has them.
Wait, who's Shaq?
Isn't that
The weird
documentary?
guy with all those wives?
No, the basketball
Shaq is
player.
the basketball player.
Wait, what?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. This is like what Basher was saying, the stuff that's happening after the documentary and the
Okay.
stuff that's coming out now. In that
Okay.
documentary, Shaq was in there holding the baby cub.
Yeah. I
Then they
remember
show
that.
Shaq at a basketball game where he was announcing, shouting out Joe Exotic. And he told everybody that night on TV and everyone there to hear that he got 2 new cubs from Exotic Joe.
Yeah,
In
he
that
bought his
documentary,
from Joe.
documentary, he said he was going back to see Joe in a few weeks. That's just one of the many famous people that have enough property and enough places to hide these tigers and not get in trouble. Now, last week, Shaq tweeted out and was on a show and said me and Joe Exotic was never best friends. We wasn't friends. I never bought none of his tigers.
Why is he lying?
So they confronted him and they
Because
said, well, if you go look at the Netflix documentary, you most definitely did. And if you listen carefully, Joe uses Shaq's real name and says, I have to go drop these off to him.
Oh,
Well, Shaq doesn't want to look bad in the eyes of the public for buying exotic animals, because it's not the politically correct thing to do right now.
right.
Which in reality, like, really, who better to own an exotic animal than somebody like Shaq, because he can actually afford to take care of them.
Yes,
Right.
I did watch a lot of Joe's podcasts. They're quite funny. We were just talking about him. He's crazy, but they're funny. And there was a lot
Who
of,
is that?
speaking of
Crazy.
there was a wrestler that would go buy animals from Joe.
Well, and then Doc Ansel, that's the
Mhm.
other guy
I
who
just
owns
call him
their
Doc.
Skeeter.
I just call him Doc. Mhm.
Skeeter.
Skeeter.
Skeeter. Yeah, I think
Well,
Shaq got some of them.
Doc Ansel, who also owned an exotic park and raised, the tigers and lions and stuff like that. A lot of his animals were in really popular movies, like Disney
Mhm.
movies that were used real animals. Those belong to Doc Ansel.
Yeah, Doc even got a
And-
book. He has a book too.
Right. And Carol Baskin was going after him and trying to shut him down because she didn't like the fact that he was making a profit off of the animals, even though, she made her profit too. But
And her own Carol Baskin's own husband said the reason why it's so hard to take Doc down is because he runs his business smart.
right.
The same with that Cuban. What's his name? They called him the
Oh, yeah.
newfound Tony Montana because his
Uh-huh.
story is kind of like Tony Montana.
Yeah, it
Yep.
is.
It's just his private collection. He just owns a lot.
Right.
I don't think he lets the public in to see his
No.
animals.
No, do you know how hard it was for the person that did the documentary for Netflix to actually get on his property?
Oh,
Doc
yeah.
and them had to help him get on his
Yeah.
property. Mhm.
So I'm going to mute myself for just 1 second.
Yeah, I know. Doris, when they attacked the worker, Doris brought up a good point. I was going to bring that up, Doris, and I kept forgetting. See, what would I do without you? The woman that got attacked, her arm.
Yeah.
Joe was such a horrible person that they made him out to be. You know what I mean? Like Dora said, he was upset. Like he was freaking out. He was right down there wrapping her up, making sure the ambulance got called. Like he made sure they got her arm so they could potentially save it. You know what I mean? Like, and then he paid for everything, and he was at the hospital with her. And you know, like, this isn't a man that don't care. I think he went. I think it was kind of like at the end, it was kind of like fight or flight, and he decided to fight. And then because of that dude from Vegas, he got scared because of the connection he has, and then he flew, and then he was gone.
Such a crazy story.
Yeah. And then they said that she could have saved her arm, but they told her she would have to have years and years of surgery to reconstruct it. And she was like, no, just take it. Hi, Squirrely. Hi, Tony. And another thing I don't get, and you know, maybe it's because I just don't understand it, but what is the difference between Joe having them and Doc having them and all these other people having them, and you go and see them in the zoo? When the cages up in the zoo, the cages are smaller. So I don't understand. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Because she said she didn't want Joe getting blamed because at the time, she said when she was laying in the hospital, she was watching Joe be attacked. The media was constantly at him, and Carol Bassett was punched up on her website. And when they did the TV interview with him, he was trying his hardest to defend himself and to say, you know, whatever. So she felt that the only way to show that Joe wasn't to blame and that it was like a day at work. You know what I mean? Like if you're a cop, there's a chance that you could not make it off, could get off your shift alive, or you could get hurt. Or you're a fireman, there's a chance something can happen to you. It's like that. So she felt that if once she got her arm amputated and she was able to, she went back to the farm and
started working again.
It started working again to show that it wasn't Joe's fault that it happened. She's dealing with these dangerous animals, these exotic animals, and this can happen. Like it wasn't to blame Joe. It wasn't that they were hungry, because the things that people were saying was, oh, they wasn't being fed right, so they bit an arm off because they were hungry.
That's how they react.
Like these are wild animals.
Well, like who made the mistake. Instead of using the tool that she needed to use in order to feed the animal, she put her hand in there to feed the animal, and he didn't necessarily attack her. Like he somehow, and this is why you need to listen to the documentary so you can hear this part and get it right. Somehow, the way the animal pushed her arm back through the fence, like the fence is what like ripped her skin off of her arm.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was him pulling. It was the force, and it was the fence. Yeah, I did hear. Yeah. And she loved Joe. Like everyone that worked for Joe loved Joe, and he took on everybody that no one else would take on. And that, I believe that partially was because of his brother too. You know what I mean? And he never once said his brother had an addiction, but kind of the way he talked about his brother sometimes. I think his brother had some form of addiction. I don't know if it was drugs or alcohol.
Well, and Joe was also, he's a former drug addict and had his.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too. Yep.
Right.
And I think that's why he took on all them kinds of people.
Like the first two episodes, it really dives into like the history of Joe, the beginning of the parks, and you get to meet the other characters who also have parks and who are involved in Joe's life. You're gonna meet his husbands, and you get to hear like the beginning of the stories about. I guess I'm on episode 4 actually. Episode 3 dives more into like Carol Baskin and her husband and things like that.
I think the beginning kind of talks about Joe's upbringing too. That's when he talked about when he finally came out that he was gay, and his dad found out. He said, I felt bad for him. Like, it broke my heart because, you know, I have so many gay friends, and and a lot of them went through what Joe went through with their dad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Period. Like, Joe said his dad stood him in front of his mother, shook his hand, and said, well, if you're gay, then you don't need to come to my funeral. Don't come to my funeral.
Right.
And then Joe, you know, so I kind of, you know, it sucks. You know, I don't.
Hello, David Lopez.
Hello, David Lopez. How was your mom? Sorry I didn't get a hold of anybody today. I was pretty bit busy.
So that's Cindy's son?
Yeah, that's Cindy's son.
I don't think I've seen him in chat before.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like his whole, I don't know, like his whole. I think he said he lived in his car for a while too. Like,
This show has, like Lisa said earlier, this show has everything.
yeah, everything.
It has,
like,
yeah. It has sex, it has drugs, it has exotic animals, it has magic, it has murder.
And conspiracy theories, and Joe's the one throwing the conspiracy theories out most of the time.
Oh yeah, we got conspiracies about the FBI and like this is.
Then you got Doc, who they swear is a polygamist, but he'll tell you he's not a polygamist, and he don't have 4 or 5 wives. One, yeah. But yeah, a little bit of everything.
What's Cindy scared about? Cindy?
Did she get to come home today, David? She had a medical procedure done today.
Okay. I hope she did well.
What else? You want to add anything?
Still here?
Huh?
So Skeeter's still here?
You know Skeeter, he pops in, he does a drive-by, and then he leaves, you know, brother.
Well, you'll have to send him a message and let him know what next week we're going to do about the
Did you guys see the fuck you video for Skeeter?
I didn't watch it yet. Is there a way that we can pull it up and watch it?
My computer can't handle it. But
can Jimmy hear us or
when he comes back? Gaffer did it for me before. It's funny as fuck. I was like, Tony, please do one for Skeeter. And then he did it.
Yeah, we should definitely screen share it for everybody to watch.
All right, everybody needs to keep. So on Wednesday, she's having emergency like surgery on her brain. So everybody needs to keep sending in their prayers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, David. I thought she said it was today. I said when I was listening. That's what I get for multitasking and trying to listen.
Right.
Yeah. See, there's Tony.
Yeah, Tony kind of surprised me. He's funny. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I think that deserves a fuck you, Bashel.
There we go.
Oh.
Carol, you fucking twat. Nobody likes you, just so you know, all right? Your face looks like a fucking Tiger's asshole. Tiger's asshole. Tiger's asshole has been lined with raw fucking chicken skin. You're a fucking piece of shit. You know you're a piece of shit. Your fucking ex-husband who's missing knows you're a piece of shit. And here I am running around a fucking park just to tell you, go fuck yourself, Carol. Never have I had so many requests to tell someone to go fuck themselves. Fuck you, go fuck yourself, Carol. Who you fucking piece of shit.
You're worse than a bunch of nuts in a squirrel tree.
Hello, 16 people in chat. Hello, girly girl.
Peter Eater, what's going on, buddy? Huh? Special request for you, buddy. Hey, let's tell Skeeter to fuck off. Fuck off. Skeeter. Eat a fucking Peter, buddy. And go fucking stove. Fuck you, Skeeter. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Dick.
You're worse than a bunch of nuts in a squirrel tree.
Yep, there's Skeeter's video. Oh, and Carol Basket. There's Carol Basket one there too. Hello, girly girl. Hello. You're very welcome, Cindy. I love you too.
Hello, Cindy.
We should, so that Skeeter gets the views, we should just post the link, shouldn't we?
No, that's on Squirrely's. That's on Tony's channel. I posted it on a community tab and tagged Skeeter in it.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about the Skeeter fuck you video. Okay.
Yes, Doris. That's another
That's the
good.
Skeeter. I thought you was talking about the.
Doris wants to
Bassett.
know. Doris wants to know who do we think started the fire in the alligator house where all the equipment for the.
Oh,
See,
okay.
that's the reason.
I think that Joe might have.
Yeah, I think Joe may have did that too.
far yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't. I haven't got past the first 2 episodes. I've just watched a bunch of like things on YouTube about it, and then I've watched. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. I'm on episode 4 is where I'm at right now.
Girly girl, we're talking about the Tiger King. That's the topic for tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I agree with you, Jackie. I think out of desperation,
Mm-hmm.
because Carol was about to get all that, all of it, and that was fucked up. That she was just being a straight cunt. That's
Yep.
how you know by that point. And I don't think it ever was about the animals with Carol. I think it was personal with Carol. And at
It's
that
funny.
moment, right then and there, that wasn't her wanting to take down Joe. That was
It
her
sucks that
trying
he
to
was. It sucks that he
humiliate
keeps
him.
getting pushed to
Take
do these
everything
things.
from me. Mm-hmm.
And it's all this Carol lady. She keeps pushing him, and then it gets to the point for him where he has no choice but to do these horrible things. And it's like,
Right.
so I
It's
feel
kinda
bad for him, even though it's so
kinda
wrong. He
Right,
really
it's
doesn't
kinda
have a
like
choice.
Fight, right, it's kind of like fight or flight. You know what I mean? And then he
Yeah.
just decided to fly too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, Cindy, she's a dirty bag. You ain't gotta be polite. That is one dirty bitch. I don't like
Right.
her. I don't. You can look at that woman's face and tell.
You can see the devil in her eyes.
Yeah,
demons.
like I don't. Nope. I don't care how much she tries to make herself look like a hippie and peace, love, and happiness.
She's got hippie people following her. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, her followers, they like worship her. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Not
She might as
today,
well run a
Satan.
cult. Oh my
Right.
god.
Not today, Satan. Not today. The hippies were. There was hippies in the cult too, and you want to know what wound up happening? They wound up murdering people. They were in child.
So that's another thing that this series has. It has a cult mentality. Like
It does.
every
It
one of
definitely
the-
does.
every one of the
David.
compounds that house these big cats, the people that actually take care of the cats, these people are like, they seem like they're cult followers. Like they put up with so much. Like they talk about, living with bunches of roaches and getting paid $100 a week to do, 12 hours worth of hard labor working with these cats, cleaning up after them,
Yep.
feeding them,
Yep.
putting on
Now-
shows, and they're making $100 a week.
Now, that's one thing Carol doesn't, because all Carol's employees are volunteer. The
Right.
only two people that really do that out of everybody that has a stake into this, to the Tigers, is Joe and Doc. They're
Yeah.
the
Well,
ones that
that's-
put up the workers.
That's what
they're
the
the-
documentary goes into. If
Mhm.
you that again, that's some of the backstory that's out there to the public now that the documentary didn't go into is like what other cat compounds that, you know, do the exact same thing that Joe and them were doing. Because there's something, they say there's something mentally that being around these big animals does to you. It makes you like feel like it's, you have to take care of these cats. You don't have any other choice.
And like you being around these dangerous animals, it kind of like boosts your adrenaline, and like it makes you feel like you're on top of the world. Like you are basically the king of the jungle because you're taming the king of the jungle. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Because Doc is a freaking lion.
That's how Doc and Joe and them described it. But like I listened to a girl talk about that was, she has a video out, and she was an ex volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
She talks about like you basically get to where you feel like these are babies to you, and that's the reason that you don't want to leave them, because you get so attached to these animals, and it's like, you know, these are your babies. You don't want to just up and abandon them. You want to make sure that you're there to take care of them and make sure that they're getting taken care of properly. So that's the reason a lot of people stay.
Right, and the other reason why I feel it's like a cult mentality is because Joe and Doc Doc, he takes them in very young, especially the women, very young, and they're very impressionable, and then he molds them to how he wants them to be.
Right.
With Joe, it's like that with Joe's husbands. Like he brings them in very young, and then molds them to where how he wants them. And like they're not gay. They don't have a gay bone.
I know.
But he got them convinced they're gay. So
I know.
They're in a gay marriage and not gay. You know, like that's some real manipulating shit. You know, like, and then with Joe also, he took in people at the lowest point in their lives, like at a jail. He hired the drug addicts to do that, came out of prison, the people nobody would hire. No one would give a chance to, or they were just at the lowest point in their life. And
he gave them their second chance.
So he had them. To them, Joe was God. Like if it wasn't for him, where would we be? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's another way I look at it, as being like a cult mentality.
Yeah. So I was gonna I had something on my mind I wanted to bring up about this.
Thank you, David. Yes, Cindy. Yes, it does. Cindy said it gives you a false sense of security, and at times an ego you're not keeping in check. Very true. And that's what happened with Joe. And it's happened to Doc already. He's just too smart to take him down.
People have been, these people are like new to this community. That's another thing. It's like, this is a lifelong, like 30 years of working with these animals and building up these places. And, you know, it's kind of neat to see the pictures in the documentary of the guys when they're young and.
Right. And for Doc, he's been doing this almost his whole life because his father did it too.
Right.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring up this guy that Joe got involved that was from Las Vegas. So what do you think's going to happen to him?
Oh, he's going to go down.
I hope so. I hope so.
This is what I don't understand either. This is what I don't understand. How is the other problem? How do you have all them outstanding warrants in Vegas? And some of them are serious. Like charges facing him in Vegas is serious. And you did all this to Joe. How have they not picked you up yet? Your face is all over the documentary. How have you not been picked up yet?
Something's missing that they're not saying in the documentary. These feds have something. I don't know, but I hate the feds. I hate them because how they freaking.
And this is why a felon is not supposed to testify against another felon. And it wasn't just. It was him and the dude Joe supposedly paid to go kill Carol Bassett.
Yeah. Yeah.
That the dude from Vegas brought in.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And they used the finding the tiger bones and stuff to help get him in there for
Yes.
good.
Okay,
That's
now I
messed
think,
up.
yeah, I think that, I do understand how it looked, but
It sucks that they had to dig something up and really dig and dig to find something else to
here's a
hit him
dirtbag, Doris.
on. Really?
I think, and Joe tried to explain that, and Joe isn't one. The problem with Joe is that he hasn't learned his rights, and I say this to a lot of people, okay? When you are read your Miranda rights, they give you the option to keep your fucking mouth shut without representation. When you know you're in that much trouble, take that right, invoke it, shut the fuck up. Joe is incapable of doing that.
Yep.
Incapable of doing that. So when they found them bones, he was like, this is what happened. When you own a large farm like this with exotic animals, a lot of times they're not going to come out. Vets ain't going to come out, and they're not going to let you bring these big cats to them. So you learn to not let them suffer, and you euthanize them yourself.
Yep, and I think that's exactly what happened. So I am not mad at that. And they
No.
tried to make it look like it was.
Now, okay, I love my brother Anthony. How many times have we heard Anthony and other people say, I can't afford to have my dog euthanized, so I'm just going to take him in the back and put him to rest, take him out of his misery.
Yeah.
It's not some uncommon that people do.
Yeah. And it's horrible, but
Right.
you love them that much.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them to suffer anymore.
Right.
So yeah.
That's his problem, David. He had the right to remain silent, just Joe didn't have the ability.
No. It's so messed
I
up
think
that
he's
the
going
feds
down
freaking do that crap just to it's just
Yeah,
horrible.
and like Doris was saying, Doris said, and it wasn't a lot, but he paid them and gave them a place to live. All Carol's people have volunteered 12 hours, 6 to 7 days.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, these people are overworked and holidays.
Holiday. I was just gonna say that Christmas, Thanksgiving, she's open for all of them.
Messed up. So fucked up.
Joe closes on Thanksgiving, cooks this huge meal for everybody that works for him.
He feeds
for
people.
his community by himself and serves it for free. Even when Carol won her settlement and he had nothing left, he still found a way to make that big meal for everybody. I'm not trying to put the halo of the crazy gay man's head, but mind you, I did come out and say in the beginning, I love that man. I do love him.
Yeah, me too.
But at least he gave back. You know what I mean? She got these volunteers working on holidays.
Bitch. Oh. Do you think that she'll ever get hers though? Like seriously, and what would happen, you think, if she was to finally get hers?
I think with them reopening the case, and I think, and
how are they gonna freaking find something now though? Over how many years?
It's not okay. So, I think now this is why I believe, and it's not so much because of what Joe said that makes me believe that she killed her husband. The closest people millionaires have, and they confide everything to, and if they've been in your life as long as these two people were in Carol's missing husband's life, that means they were doing their job. When you are a millionaire, you entrust everything with two people, your lawyer and your accountant. His lawyer was in his life from the moment he got, right before he got his wealth to the day he disappeared.
Yeah.
And he entrusted his lawyer with
Carol broke into her house and got all the paperwork and all that.
Carol, Carol broke into the shed where they kept everything, and his accountant, his associate, she was in charge of the will of all his assets. If something was to happen to him, Carol broke into that trailer, hired someone to cut the chain with bolt cutters, went into the shed, the alarm goes off, they call the accountant. By the time she gets there, Carol already got the stuff off, and because it was his wife, there was nothing she could do about it.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yep.
That's how she was able to get the will and find out everything to change it.
Yep.
And then she caught out. She took his daughters right out of the bitch. They didn't even get their inheritance.
No. How are they gonna? What is gonna happen to her though? When
his lawyer and his family believed it because he expressed to his ex-wife and his kids how scared he was, and then he went and spoke to his lawyer privately and left him evidence proving that if anything was to happen to him, she was involved. He even went to get a restraining order against this woman, and they denied him because they said his fear for his life was all hearsay.
Yeah, it's so messed up. How would she get hers though? If they were to, they have this all dragged out again. They're reinvestigating.
My theory is, she was the pants in that relationship. Her husband's a little bitch.
Yeah, he is.
I think the new husband was around when the husband disappeared. That's why it didn't take her that long to get remarried after. So I think he knows. And I think if he's pressed hard enough, like since they reopened the investigation and it's been put out there by Joe, and now this cop is asking for more help because it's been brought to light, and everybody is seeing not just how she was in the documentary, but she's starting to show her true colors now after the Netflix stuff is done. She's pissed off that the investigation was reopened. She doesn't understand how they can reopen it without consulting his family. Well, maybe they did consult his family. His daughters are old enough now.
Yeah.
So, I think things are going to start coming up. And I think if they press her,
I can't wait.
If they press her weak ass husband hard enough and long enough, he'll snap.
I can't wait to see the series that they're coming up with.
I think if she thinks the new husband is turning against her, she's gonna lose the plot. That's how she's gonna get caught.
I hope so. I hope it turns out that way. That would be great.
Yeah,
and we're gonna be able to watch it all pulled out.
The second series is all gonna be about Carol Baskin and her missing husband.
Right. And what fucked up, her missing husband's lawyer said, and everyone said, why would you take the van that he supposedly took and disappeared in and find it, and you allow Carol to take it back to... And then they let it sit there for 3 or 4 days, then they want to go check the van.
Yeah. Yep. What year was this again? Because the way they freaking did their investigation back then was so
Well, I think it was in 72, 76. Let's ask Google. Let's ask Google. What year did Carol Bassett's husband disappear?
I'm pretty sure it was in the 90s.
Don Lewis? That's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
1997.
Yeah, I thought it was in the 90s.
He was pronounced legally dead in 2002 because Carol Bassett made them pronounce him legally dead.
Yeah, she had to wait 5 years for them to.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, then she got the insurance money.
Right. And he was 59 years old when he disappeared.
Right.
Didn't they mention in the series that she posted something on the house, this name is never to be said again?
Yes. Yes, the workers, she fired all his workers, anyone that had anything to do with him. And before she got rid of them all, she posted, this name shall never to be mentioned again. And then one of the people that she kept from the front desk No, or was that for Joe? Yeah, no, that was for Joe. When they took over Joe, and then people would come in asking for Joe. The
Yeah.
people that were still working there that had to do with Joe was made to say he retired.
Yeah. Yeah, and that guy from Las Vegas, him and another dude tried to go to a whole new state and make a whole new tiger
Mhm.
farm, and then
Mhm.
they're not getting along, right? And it's
I
not
don't
going to
think.
happen now.
No, they left. They're not getting along because he had that other guy paying for all of it when it was supposed
Yeah.
to be 50-50. But that dude was broke.
Yeah.
That took over Joe's farm. He was broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, she waited 5 years to the day. To the day. That's right, Doris. And like they said he went to Costa Rica, but when they went to Costa Rica and looked and asked what he normally would be, nope. They ain't see him. And then she was like, well, he would always fly his planes like he shouldn't have been, blah, blah, blah. He had many wrecks that wasn't reported. Not by the 90s, darling. They would have known.
Right.
And none of his planes left. None of
Yeah.
his planes left. So clearly he didn't just get in one of his planes and go.
No. But
When you read her diary,
he didn't have his pilot license at the time. She actually admitted that he didn't have his pilot license at the time and he couldn't fly.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't. Without his pilot license, his attorney said out of all the planes he had, none of them would have made it to Costa Rica without him stopping at least 2 times.
Because they were too small for that travel. Yeah.
Right. I don't know how Joe did it, but that's definitely an interesting part of the little docuseries is that somehow Joe ended up with her diary.
Yes, that's what me and Jackie were talking about, and that incriminates her badly.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. When he went after her about her husband, he dug up some good shit.
Yeah, he did.
He, as our friend said, he came with the receipts.
Yep.
Yes.
And it was all over his YouTube channel.
Yes, he came with receipts. She said, prove it. Her new husband said his accusations. He's got nothing to prove it. He said, yes, I do.
Love it.
Okay, go on. Oh, God. Yeah, and he came out swinging. I was like, and then they don't let you listen to all of it on the Netflix. So you gotta go to his YouTube page to listen to the rest of it because he read that shit like
I have yet to go. I have yet to go to his YouTube page.
Like, he was reading that shit like he was telling us a story, boo, like a book. I was like, he got into this shit too. I was like, oh, look at him.
His YouTube page, is it called The Tiger King?
It's Joe Exotic.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
Hold on, let me find it and I'll put it in chat so everyone can go. I think Jaffa did already. Actually.
Oh.
Yes, I was dying. Like he was changing voices, like he was reading it to the class, and I was just like, oh, I loved him.
I got it.
Oh yes, and his podcast. Oh, they are some funny shit too. I think I saved that. Yeah, Don was filing for divorce. He was. We also talked about how he got that restraining order, and they denied him because they said it was hearsay. It was during the outing.
So just 3 months ago was his last video uploaded.
Yeah, for a while he was still able to upload until they sent him to federal prison.
Right.
And people were uploading for him. I don't know if it was his husband. Somebody was uploading shit.
Probably his husband, yeah, I would guess. I think his husband that he has now actually really loves him. Rather than those other two husbands,
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, I can't pay attention to chat right now. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. My phone's charged. So someone's gotta help me pay attention to chat. Like I was so excited about doing this topic. You have no idea. I know Jimmy was.
I was excited after when I watched it. I watched it all in one night. Not even kidding. I couldn't stop watching it. After the first episode, it kind of like it took me a minute to get into it. But after that, the second episode, that's when I started getting into it. And I had to keep watching it.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good.
So yeah, I couldn't stop. Now I'm actually really involved in this now. I feel like so. Because
you want to dig more. And then when I heard Donald Trump, I'm gonna send you guys that press conference where he talked about.
Yes. I need to watch that.
I found that shit funny as hell. I was like, we in a pandemic. This is the coronavirus press conference, and here comes Tiger King. He interrupted the damn pandemic. Look at him.
I need to hear that. I do. I gotta watch that. Oh, Joe Exotic on the YouTube. It actually says he has his third video on his uploads. It says Joe Exotic's message to Donald Trump, day 19.
Yeah. Oh. Because Donald Trump thinks that he had a just chance.
Oh.
So Donald Trump is actually looking into it, and I guess him and Joe spoke recently.
Really?
I bet you his ass is in protective custody now. He just ain't have a lawyer. He had the fucking president of the United States calling. Motherfucker be like, who's he snitching on? He's snitching big for Donald Trump to be coming through.
Right? Oh my God. Well, yeah, he says he's hey, I'm here. I'm telling on everybody.
Everybody. He said it too. If I'm going down, you're
all going down with me.
They're all coming down with me. Doc ain't going nowhere.
I hope he gets out. I do. I hope that. Oh my God.
This is what I think. I think him saying over and over again he wanted Carole Bassett dead. And then he said it to the wrong person.
Yep.
We all know that when you're in a state of mind that he was in, if the opportunity presents itself, you're going to take it. And he had that guy from Vegas that was like, I got the person. And then he talked to the person. And if Joe really, 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 really wanted her dead, they said it. His workers, everybody said it over and over again in the documentary. When Joe really needed to make money, he made that money. He found a way. So if he really wanted Carole Bassett dead, he wouldn't have just taken that man $2,000 or $3,000, whatever it was. That was not what that man wanted. He would have found all the money. He would have sold a tiger then. You know what I mean?
I think that $3,000 was probably for some other bullshit.
Mm-hmm. No, they have.
No, they have a recording of him.
Yeah,
talking.
They have a recording, but I think at that point, I think Joe talked about it, but I don't think he really thought it was gonna go through. I think he thought, I give him this and I don't give him the rest, he's not gonna go. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he didn't wind up going anyways. You know, so.
So I think he's guilty of sin. I think he abused those animals. I think that he was a manipulator. And I think he tried to have the woman killed.
I think she would have tried to have him killed too if it would have.
Oh, I agree. She probably had talked about it to somebody and just hadn't got caught. But after listening to the juror and looking at some of the things about the trial itself and realizing some of the things that were left out of the documentary.
Oh my God, yeah, and that Carole lady, she did go after his parents. That's messed up.
Is that he tried to have her killed.
Yeah, he's suing her right now for his mother's death. His mother died.
And the reason I think that he was a manipulator is that I think that if you have people that were working as hard as those people were working for him, you don't let them live in the kind of squalor that these people were living in. Like, you provide them
Right, but the person
the
that
pro-
went to go kill Basket wasn't looking for him.
No, I'm talking about the reason I have an opinion that he was a manipulator throughout his life is the way that he treated. He
I
had
think he
people.
was a manipulator. I'll give you that. Joe is definitely a manipulator. And
Right. He
Right.
treated these
and
people.
he don't deny it. He does not deny that part, that he's a manipulator to get what he
Right.
wants.
And the reason I think that in my opinion, I feel like that he was abusing the animals because there's a certain point that you can use these animals and make money off of them and have them interact with the public. And when you get to the point where they no longer can do that, well, then they're just costing you money at that point. Nobody's going to
part where
buy
I'm
them because
torn.
they're too big, huh?
Yeah, that's the part where I'm torn too. I think he should have, as far as the animals, I think when it became to the point where it wasn't in his heart no more, and
Yeah.
he wasn't caring for them or the property, I think at that point he should have just gave it up.
Yeah.
So I believe at a certain point the animals were neglected and they wasn't taken care of right. And I think in the beginning it wasn't like that, but towards the end he started not taking care of animals and abusing them.
Right.
And,
Shit.
but you know,
Dog.
I think Carol's a hypocrite. I think she has no business going after everybody else when she's doing the same.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
has
she
done
definitely
the
is a hypocrite.
and has done the same. She's sitting on a fortune that was so built off breeding them same animals.
I have a feeling that they're gonna find so much more that's gonna shock us about that lady. I have a feeling that a lot is gonna be coming out, and it's gonna be even more crazier.
I
than what it
also
already
think
is.
they said her deceased husband had a new girlfriend in Costa Rica. I think that's where you're gonna find more information that's gonna hurt Carol.
Yep. I hope so. I hope it hurts her. I want to see her go down. I really do. I want to see this woman go down.
Mhm.
I want all her tigers to be like, I hope they go to a good place. I hope people don't put them down. If something does happen to her, I hope they don't put all these animals down, because that's another thing that worries me with all this, with all these people and having these exotic animals and stuff. It's like, what
I
happens
think
to
the
these
one that's
animals?
gonna come out of this clean, scot-free, it is Doc. I don't think he's gonna be.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
right. Maybe he'll end up with them if something goes down with her. I don't know. Maybe he'll get her land and everything. Who knows?
I don't think
I don't know.
I don't think he'll want her land because he's got a beautiful piece of property. Like
Yeah,
his
he
property's
does.
better than hers, in my opinion.
Right.
But I think he's the one that's gonna come away scot-free of everything because he's smart. He's very, very smart.
Those women that he's got working for him he's got it so tacky.
Yeah, he does.
It's so tacky
tacky
the way he
sells,
does
You
it.
know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
Tacky sells, and it's the
It's so not appropriate for kids,
No,
but
it's
kids
not.
are there.
yeah. The staff did say he changed, Doris, and I think he changed because of everything going on, and like us as human beings, we all handle stress and shit differently. You know what I mean? And I think it got to him, and I think, like I said before, I think in his mind it was fight or flight. You know what I mean? So.
Mark. Yeah.
You know, you got the crazy gay polygamous sex marriage going on Joe's side. You got the polygamous Buddhist Doc over on that side. You got it's got Al Pacino in the story.
Al
People
Pacino.
got Scarface up in this motherfucker.
Freaking Al Pacino.
We got Tony Montana.
Scarface.
Yeah, Tony Montana. Like literally, this dude's story is exactly like Tony Montana's. I'm not lying.
Yeah, he does look like a
He even
scary
sounds like the
motherfucker.
motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, he does. He looks like him, sounds like him.
The only thing he missing is the scar, folks. Like it's got it all. It's got the Cuban Tony Montana in it. It's got like it's just the hillbilly rednecks, the gypsy from Vegas, where his
Back.
he too got a bunch of different lovers, you know, like it just Hello Mascot. It's got everything,
Little
people.
mascot. It does. It's a very twisty, turny little story that's just.
But the most amusing thing to me when I say thinking about it is that there's even Tony Montana and there's like they covered it all.
Right?
They even threw Scarface in the bitch. They know how to sell. And his wife breeds little monkeys. And they're so cute.
Hey, mascot.
Doris, you should join us next time we do this. Next Friday.
That's what I said. She needs to be up here with us next.
Yeah, Doris, you need to be up here with us next Friday and joining us. We're having the panel of the Tiger King. You can start the Zoom for us, and Jimmy don't have to. He'll show you, and then you can be up here with us.
Oh yeah, she definitely charges for people. It's almost $400 a person to go spend time with the tigers.
Leave her alone, Jimmy. She is enjoying this conversation with us. Stop it. We love you too, Jimmy. We didn't forget about you. Jimmy, there's weed in the documentary too. They smoke a lot of that. There, see, we brought the They drink a lot too. Okay, there's a lot of drinking.
Yeah, there's a lot of drinking.
Mascot. Sorry, I went to the ladies' room.
Doris, I would love it if you joined us next Friday.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
All right, Doris. That would be wonderful. Even if I need to knock the kids out, try to knock the kids out earlier so we can start this earlier so you can join, I will. Stop it, Jimmy. Aw, Jimmy's feeling left out. You see him, but go pat him on his head. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Jimmy.
Oh, I hate dogs.
Which one's that?
That's Trixie. He's so annoying.
I knew it. I was going to say it was Trixie. I knew it. Yay, Judith is back. Hi, Judith. It definitely is drugs, guns. There's guns in there. It's fucking like the fucking Wild Wild West over at Joe's Park. Shit.
Isn't it completely gone now, though?
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
it's still open, but there's the dude from Vegas is supposed to be building a newer one. And the little
I
fat
thought
guy.
they destroyed everything and like tore everything down.
That's
and all
another
that.
thing I want to talk about. The little fat, no-neck snitch. What's his name? He looked like that dude.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. That
What's that actor's name? He looked like that fucking fat actor there. What's his name?
passed away, who's not alive anymore. I think.
Yeah. All right. Have y'all ever seen? You guys ever seen Michael Jackson's the movie? Hello, Bruce. You ever see that movie Michael Jackson did, Moonwalk?
The movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna show you a picture, and one of y'all can share it for me because my computer won't handle it. There's in there in Moonwalk. There's these claymations. That's what Moonwalk mainly is. It's a bunch of claymations. That's when it was big, when it first came out. There's these little chubby fat white guys on little moped scooters. That's who that. I'm gonna get the picture and show you. That's how the little fat no neck fucker look like. Hold on, I'm gonna find the picture. That motherfucker. Oh, I ain't like him neither. You know who you remind me of? You know how Tony made that video and told the guy with the fucked up haircut, "Fuck you." That video's for him. He got the fucked up haircut. Fuck you. Tell me I'm wrong, Jackie. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
It looks like he's going bald up here and just keep combing it forward. That's what it looks
That's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey,
Lisa.
Judith.
like. That's what it reminds me of. If I figure out that motherfucker's name, I'm going to tag him in it. Hey, this is for you. Fuck you, you fucked up haircut. Hold on. I'm looking for the fat guys on the. Whew.
Yeah, he looks like Chucky. He does look like Chucky.
Oh yeah, he does look like Chucky too. Good point. Who said it? They give him an Oscar.
Doris,
award.
I read what Doris. He looks like Chucky.
He does look like Chucky. So too.
What is his name in the documentary? I can't even remember his name. That dude.
He annoys me so much.
Right. But he was working for. When did he start working for the feds during all this? Do you remember? When he was being a spy for the feds.
Yeah, he said he still is. He said he's still working for them. So he said at the end of the documentary.
How the hell are you still gonna work for them and everybody knows now? Like, how's that gonna work? How's that work out?
I know, because he's an idiot. All right, hold on. I'm gonna send it to the
How you
round table.
doing?
I'm gonna send it to the round table chat so maybe Jimmy can share it.
Yeah, Jimmy, you can do the screen share. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I'm gonna mute.
Banana.
Okay. Yeah, I sent it to the round table chat. Maybe Jimmy will share it.
Oh my god! What? Like, he does look like that. Oh my god!
Hello,
Oh
Carolina
my
born.
God.
That's who he looks like right there.
He does look like that.
Do you see the picture?
Hilarious.
I
Oh,
saw the picture, yes.
That's what he looks like. You know who we're talking about? Have you made it that far yet, Bashful?
No, I haven't made it that far yet.
Little snitching bastard.
that's funny.
Oh God. How you doing, Carolina porn?
So we're gonna do a little synopsis and wrap it up for tonight,
Yes.
and then we can let everybody else.
Yes. All right.
Chat
So
that-
we're going to talk
Right.
about the Tiger Kings. Whoever wants to join us on shenanigans. Oh, look at Jimmy coming back now, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Nick, he's probably
Just
like,
don't
thank
forget-
God.
Just don't forget that
Finally,
we're-
Hi,
it's
all.
over.
I bet you if our asses showed off the women that work for that dude, Doc, his ass would have been paying attention real close.
Right.
Right.
Just don't
Okay.
forget that we're gonna do another live stream next Saturday or next Friday, digging into it even deeper,
Yes, we'll be back next Friday.
and we'll
Going
have
into
other
the-
people talking about it with us,
Right.
Skeeter and Dustin and Doris. So it'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Anybody else that would like to join us, just get a hold of somebody from the round table and let us know, and we'll be more than happy to let you in.
I gotta
Okay,
get
now-
Muggsy to watch it.
Nobody's gonna get lost. You're gonna have to watch it with him, Jackie.
No, I need him to, like, I know I gotta get him to watch it with me because he.
That's why I didn't watch it. I couldn't pay attention. I was like, fuck it. Fuck that movie. And
No.
I was like, fuck that movie and fuck Carol.
And fuck what?
Carol.
Oh,
Good
fuck
night,
Carol.
Doris.
Everybody's saying fuck Carol. Good night, Doris.
Thank you for
Put-
joining us.
Put the phone down.
See, we gotta talk about something else besides wrestling, Jimmy.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't drag me out to watch that. But then again, she knows me, you know, so it's like, we're waiting for our stimulus check so I can buy a new recliner.
Yeah, I'm waiting for mine too. I have a funny feeling, a very, very funny feeling. I may not be getting mine because of my ex.
Speaking of,
That shouldn't happen.
no,
Yeah, that
that
can't-
should not happen.
You claimed the kids and he couldn't claim you, so you'll get your check.
Yeah, you
I
don't worry.
claimed the kids this year. Last year, he
Huh?
claimed the kids. I claimed the kids this year for this tax
You claimed
season.
kids on your 2019 taxes.
Right, and then 2018,
Well-
he claimed the kids.
Oh, they're doing it
So
for
you're- Go
2019.
by the 2018 or 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're only going to go by your 2018 if you haven't filed 2019 taxes.
Uh-huh.
So
Exactly.
since you filed, they won't go by 2018.
Right. You'll be fine,
Yeah.
Lisa.
And even if you only get the
Yeah.
freaking 1,200 still, you know?
Well, I talked to the lady that did my taxes, and she told me I get the 12 plus the credit for the children.
Nice.
Right.
So
What was that? 500 a kid?
yeah,
Yeah, 5.
Nice.
but that's just all gonna
$1,500.
get stored away. I'm not going out and buying, extravagant shit. I'm
Well,
just-
yeah, it'd be nice, you could freaking,
yeah,
grocery
Breathe a
shop
little.
and be happy,
right.
get what you want, not what you can afford,
Yeah, exactly.
at least once anyways,
Yeah,
or
no, I
twice.
didn't get mine yet.
I'll to get mine. 'Cause
Yeah.
I just-
I'm not
I did my
expecting
shit.
mine till the end of the month.
My internet's
Yeah.
getting laggy.
I wasn't expecting it anyway. You know what I mean? If it comes, it comes. But it'd be nice. It
Right.
would take a lot of stress off me.
Yep. Buy you a little breathing room, right?
Yeah.
Not all. All right, Seth. Catch you later.
Have a
Good
good
night.
night, Seth.
Seth, let your mother
Yeah,
know I
Seth.
sent her a link if she wanted to join.
Ugh.
Thank you, Seth. What's
Ugh.
up, Dave?
I think
David,
a
would you
lot of
like to
people,
join us?
a lot of people were over at Gamers.
Oh, okay.
Uh.
Good morning, Communist Teletubby.
Ah, really? That's odd that you're seeing chat before I am. Oh, there he is, way up there. All right. Good morning, Teletubby. Good to see you again. Did you have the kid yet? He's expecting a boy like any time now.
Aw, congratulations. David, would you like to join us? We should go raid game.
Dreams is asleep.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right.
About time she's sleeping.
Well,
I'm not subscribed to Gamer. Can you share his channel and messenger for me?
Hey, Ian.
what's up, Ian? Perfect timing, man. You missed all the bullshit about the Lion King.
Hey,
Ian.
Christy, I'm assuming that's the Christy. Ace. There it is.
You ain't got to add nothing. We're not talking about the topic no more. We've moved on.
Yeah, we've moved on.
We're on to the roundtable shenanigans.
Hey.
We'll be back on this topic next Friday.
I'm about to finish my Patron.
Yeah. We're moving on to our normal shenanigans.
Right.
And we're gonna go raid Gamer.
Wait, you need Gamer's link?
No, I got it. I put it in chat and then.
Well, thank
All right,
you,
so
Lisa.
that's the raid. It's hashtag roundtable raid. And we're gonna go over and bother Gamer. So when everybody is ready, just let me know. Oh, and Ganna's there. Beautiful Ganna's there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, there it goes. Like, why isn't it?
Well, fucking freaking type. Okay, but no.
Whenever you're ready, I'm there.
I'm not
I'm about
ready
to-
yet. I'm working on it.
Hold on, I'm loading.
Mine's loading too.
Oh, Ian already let her go, so.
All right, we're going.
Oh, let me mute.
Oh, I can't even read his Jimmy C. He'll actually see my comment this time.
Is that a true fact, Gaffa? Roundtable rave. Hello, Ian. Hello, beautiful Lisa. Bashful. Hello.
Fucking legs just snapped. Are we getting raided?
We are. Ace. Hello. Hello there, Ian Matthews. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of the round table. Hello there, Bashful of the round table. Hello there, Asex Black Widow 24.
Oh my God,
Hello. Hello there, Muggsy. Hello there, David Lopez. Blessings to you, and thank you so much for overwhelming me with your
David Lopez.
kindness. I just do one off for you all. Thank you so much.
Gassa said that swallowing in York is paramount to being a local. Is this true?
No, York is absolute.
Okay, I'm back. Choking. Oh shit, I heard gamer again.
Her gamer again.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna find you on Hangouts, David, and send you the link.
Nice to see everybody.
Hello, Kirsty. How are you? How are you?
Hi, sister. I am feeling good.
Hello.
And
Hello, it's me.
David, stupidity is welcome.
Naomi and Ken and David Lopez was talking on Hangouts. And now can't find him. And I'm pretty sure Ken's asleep.
How's their moving going? Are you talking about that,
Uh,
Ken?
They took a break today from packing.
Yeah.
Ken's got a lot of stuff in that trailer too. Ken has a lot of stuff.
That's not all Ken. Most of that's
Susan.
Susan's.
Yeah, well, they got a lot of stuff. Too much for what they was living in. They need more space.
Hey, but I can't find her. Wait,
Huh?
trying to find David Lopez. Welcome back.
He says he's following you on Twitter.
On
If that's
Twitter.
easier. Twatter.
Yeah. On Twitter. You gotta talk to the man somewhere. Shit. I got his mother on Facebook and him on Twitter.
I'm thirsty. Gonna have some twata.
Twitter. Yeah. I was about to send him Gamer's link. There. I sent it to you, David, on Twitter. Welcome back, Teletubby. So how was everybody's day?
All right.
Great.
It was good.
I
Funny.
slept most of the day today.
Lucky. I get to take a break for the next 2 days of being a preschool teacher and fighting with my 11-year-old to do her work. Yay.
So-
And tomorrow night I'm just gonna clean. Tomorrow I'm just gonna clean. Fold laundry that I did today.
Oh my God, I have so much cleaning I need to do, and I've just been procrastinating, and I need to get out of this lazy phase.
I know. Is
Let's
that a
all
curtain behind you, Bash?
is freaking clean it. What?
Is that a curtain behind you?
Yeah, it's like my curtain.
I like it.
Oh, thank you.
A lot.
Yeah.
Your hair looks lighter.
That's the light in the freaking over here in the corner. It's a horrible light.
No, I'm like, did you lighten your hair? Didn't tell me. How's
No.
Monica feeling, Jimmy?
I have not heard from her today. I don't believe. but she was pretty sick last night because she didn't even make the chat last night. So
Aw. Hope she's okay. I'll email her. That woman impresses me. I don't know about you guys, but I rarely ever check my fucking emails. But that woman, you email her and she on top of it.
that she is.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm bad about emails. I don't really check my
Me
email.
too. Me too.
That's what she's always giving me shit about it.
Yeah, she'll find me in a chat and be like, "We should check your email." Oh, you sent me something?
Exactly.
It's like Twitter. Someone's got to tell me they sent me a message on Twitter for me to know they sent me a message on Twitter because I don't check that shit often either.
So, how much Patron have you drank, Hannah?
I've drunk it really slow, but I've drunk all this. Like, that's what I got left.
Oh, I thought that was a big bottle.
No, it's a little bottle. No, I don't buy big bottles. I drink too much.
You know who I miss coming into our chats and our panel with us? I know why she isn't right now, but I miss Miss Zombie.
I miss Miss Zombie too.
Hey, Dave Lopez, what you doing?
I know why she's not.
How's it going?
Right.
We're all doing
I'm
good.
good. I'm good. How are you feeling, David?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that on live.
Okay. Dashel, have you heard his impression of Peter?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, he sounds just like him. The first time he did it, I was on panel with Ken, and I fucking died. And he's like, Lisa, breathe. I said, I'm trying to. I'm trying. Sounds just like him. Oh, I loved it.
It didn't start out as an impression of Peter. It was just my general gay guy voice having fun with Ken.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh my God, you sound like Peter. Ken's like, who? And then he was like, Peter Mon. I was like, see, he knows. Yes.
I love Peter Mon. I just
You know
listened to
what got
the other day.
On Ken's stream, he said, I'm YouTube fabulous. And I was like,
I'm YouTube fabulous.
Oh my God, yes.
Hi, everybody. I'm back. Of course I'm back. Beast. I'm YouTube famous now.
Oh yeah, you definitely got it down pat.
Oh God.
The Peter.
There is no results yet. It's an ongoing saga, Ian. Oh God.
And luckily, Ian, you missed the first hour and a half of it.
Oh, shut up, Jimmy.
Proper planning.
You're dead. Why are you dead, Kirsty? You can't be dead. You're still on panel. Could you at least have died before you and left panel first? Oh God.
Sorry, I had to mute myself. That was too fucking funny. Plus,
Do you know who Peter Mon is, Kirsty?
Who? What?
Huh?
Do you know who Peter Mon is?
Like
You ever heard of him?
I'm flying, sister. I'm flying right now.
No, have you heard of the YouTuber Peter Mon?
I heard of him, but I never got to see any of his videos.
Well, go watch his videos. He says that in almost every video, and David sounds just like him.
Lisa, don't hate me because I'm fabulous.
all he needs is the fucking fan, Bashel. We need to send him a fan.
That's all he needs is a fan. That's it.
Ian, it's like watching Jay's Livy Lives, only it's all about an animal farm, yeah? So
That's pretty much it. Yeah. You get to see the exotic tigers and lions and elephants.
Oh yeah, Wolfie.
And
You
listen
gotta
to
just send me the link on Facebook, Wolfie.
and listen to a fluffy guy in the desert do a Peter Mon impression. That is what you're watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and it's fucking great. Wolfie, I got to talk to Dar today for about 2 seconds in another person's live stream, and I'm lucky she saw me because there was over 1,000 people in that chat. Cheryl, hello, Cheryl Delaney.
Hello, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
It's been a while. How are you doing, Cheryl?
Hi, Cheryl.
Carol, hey girl, how you doing? Coffee, cheers, really, really, Cheryl?
Yeah, I was about to go fill my cup up too, Cheryl. Good thing you reminded me. Yeah, we were talking about the Tiger King. Jimmy abandoned us for a few minutes. You know, he helped with the technical support.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
all we're here
got
for.
on his cousin. And then got on us because his wife was supposed to be in bed, but she was enjoying the conversation.
That was too funny though. She's got to get up at like freaking 6.
Oh man.
Well.
Oh yeah, I
There's a
know it's
topic.
coffee, Cheryl. I know it's coffee. Yeah. Okay.
Cheryl has to drink. Cheryl can't drink. I tried to get her to have a drink with me.
Coffee.
I tried to get her to have a drink with me a few New Year's Eves ago, and I couldn't. You couldn't because of the medication.
I understand.
Well, it's boring drinking by yourself.
Well,
if I would have started drinking, I would have never made it. Shut up, Jimmy. I know what you're gonna say. If I started drinking, I would have made it through the Tiger King thing. So I didn't start drinking.
oh, there you go.
Shut up,
there you
Jimmy.
go. No, I'm just.
I
I'm
hear
like bashful. Don't hide that shit. Freaking own it.
Oh, he's just fine. He's surrounded by women. He's fine. I'm not including Dave in that category of women. We are including Muggsy, though. He's surrounded by women.
What are you saying about me, Lisa?
Hi, Kenneth.
You're the only man up here with Jimmy. I'm giving you a
Yeah,
compliment.
besides me. Yeah.
Well, Jimmy, looks
That's
like
right.
we're surrounded, but I think we'll survive today.
Yeah, we'll get by.
I liked it a lot too, mascot. Hey, Kenneth, welcome back.
Communist Teletubby, I saw you over there at Gamers. He even shouted you out. That was cool. Because he thought you were such a troll. And then he looked, he's like, oh, he's a gamer.
Cheryl, I thought it was him singing too. And freaking Bashful busted my bubble and told me it wasn't him. It was like when I found out this other channel, me, Cheryl, and Bashful, and even David's mom, we all used to be a part of this other person's channel. There used to be this woman that came on the channel, and her name was what was her name? Snowflake something, and she had these weird looking eyes and the cool color wig, and she lived in a van, and she was just fucking awesome. And I thought she really lived in this van. I thought she really lived the life she was living, and then I found out it wasn't, and I literally was crushed. Do you remember that, Bashful?
Yeah.
What was she, one of the
lived
nomads?
in a van down by the river.
She wasn't
No,
really a nomad. She just pretended to be.
Right, it was a character, and I didn't think it was a character because she was so fucking good at it. She literally was in this van, and oh my God, I loved her. I freaking loved her. And she put Dinty Moore beef stew in a washed out dog can.
Yeah.
And pretended like she was eating dog food and kept telling us all it was stew, but it was in the dog food can because this character, the persona, was in this van, and she had this van set up nice too.
Yeah.
I'll have to send you her link.
Was that
I
the
was
one
so mad when I
that
found
that a
out it
couple
was
of
fake.
guys actually set the whole thing up and basically
No, this
hired
is
her?
her.
Okay.
No, she did all that herself. Yeah. I was so mad.
Yeah, that was
I'm
before I
hurt.
started talking in the
Right.
chat.
Right. It was like being told for the first time Santa's not real. It broke
Yeah,
my heart.
Aw.
Yeah, she had those weird white contacts, right, Cheryl? Her. I was so crushed. I loved her.
You mean the guy that comes down the chimney to deliver presents for your kids isn't real?
I know.
Damn it, Lisa.
Really?
Well, I feel better now because I never get anything. So I always just thought, well, fuck, I just must have been bad. Now I just know it's just not
Get
real.
none for the past two.
Not me.
I didn't get none for the past two. I didn't get. Santa ain't dropped none under my tree for the last 2 fucking years. I don't know how I've been so bad, but I ain't get shit.
I know, right?
She's around, Cheryl. She just has 2 other channels. I think she kind of dropped that character because she said the person we were involved in brought too much drama to that character, so she just stopped it.
She dropped it. So what's been going on in Miss Cheryl's life?
Yes, Cheryl, what's been going on with you? How have you been? Have you heard from Scottish? Because to me,
I was just thinking of Scott the other day.
I was too.
I
Me and
haven't
Twin
seen
talk
her,
about Scottish all the time.
and I've been lurking everywhere. I just ain't been talking.
I haven't seen her. I haven't seen Scottish nowhere.
Me neither.
And I usually, if I can't find her during the streams during the day, I can usually find her in Rosie O'Kelly's stream, and I ain't even seen her in there.
No, I ain't seen her in Rosie's either.
He's the one that introduced me to Rosie O'Kelly.
Stupid ass.
You all
Come
right
on,
there, Hannah?
How could you call me that?
Like, I know, what is she doing over there, Hannah?
You all right? You
He's
okay?
made
You
a
need a hug?
Fucking
Jimmy will give you a hug.
Yeah, they gonna give you a hug. Give me a hug, Bashful.
I need a or fucking broom. Oh my god.
And we're blaming our Muggy.
Communist Teletubby. If you found Captain interesting or funny, cool bean, man. He rubs a lot of people the other way, but
But Captain is
Jerk.
yeah.
Yes, Captain Jerk is unique.
Oh, look it. Muggsy disappeared again. He must have ran over to his neighbors to hang out while he's still on here.
Right?
Mhm.
Probably.
Do you know what I just realized?
What?
My 3 beautiful sisters is on here. My 2 handsome brothers is on here. And got me. Down.
And Muggsy probably went outside to take a piss, saw something sparkly and chased it down. Oh, look at sparkle.
Who's your handsome brother? Why am
Everybody
I left
knows
out of that
Muggsy.
equation? What the hell?
Muggsy lives in like a
That's
subdivision.
not my 2 brothers.
Uh-huh.
3 brothers.
He makes it look like it's all like this wooded area, but it's really not very much woods to it at all. Like,
Is it wrong to use a letter from Trump for roll a joint?
that's absolutely perfect.
Hey, it's damn near legal federal, so go ahead. Fuck
It's
it.
getting there. I bought it from a legal store.
Well, there you go.
So,
That counts as something, fuckers.
Hey, I said years ago, let legalize it federally, let it grow locally, tax it like they do cigarettes and alcohol. We'll solve the deficit like that.
well, I don't know about solving the deficit, but it put a lot of people to work.
The Jamaicans are still gonna be on the block selling.
And then my
because
dream,
the government.
my dream could finally become true. I can go be a weed nun.
You can already do that. You found a convent. Don't lie.
Well, yeah, but like, there's only one, and I don't know that they will accept me. So, you know. And I don't want to live in California.
Like I was saying, Jimmy, the Jamaicans and the Rastafarians, they'll be fine. They're not losing their job because the government ain't gonna sell the shit that they're selling. And
Right.
so, you know,
Right. No one's
They'll
gonna
be
lose out. No
But
one's
you're
gonna lose out.
Rastafarian, man. We be okay, man.
They'll get over it.
Yeah.
yeah.
They'll find something.
You're
else,
very
you know?
welcome, Teletubby. Teletubby, we welcome everybody here as long as you're not being a jerk and an
Yeah.
asshole and being respectful. It is very hard to get blocked from the
Yeah,
round
it
table.
is.
Our block
Get
list
blocked.
is very small.
For God's sake, Lisa made me a mod and let me up on panel. That's just saying that everybody's welcome.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're all welcome.
Well, hang around long
You
enough,
should
you'll
see
see.
some of the characters we've had on the panel of the round table.
They're fun. They're interesting. We learned a lot of things from people. That's what it's
we
all
did.
about. Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh. Oh, when are we gonna rebroadcast the
anal bleaching stream? We need to get together. So
Oh, look
we're gonna
who's
premiere
back.
the anal bleaching stream. You hear me, Bashful?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, we're gonna premiere it.
That's-
I
that's
told
cool.
everybody, the funniest, honestly, that
Either
what made
Muggsy's
that
being
stream.
attacked or he's flipping us off.
I think she's flipping Muggsy off.
Yeah, I am.
Mhm.
I think what made that
flipping me
stream the fucking funniest was Skeeter. I swear to God, me and Bashful could not breathe through that fucking
Couldn't
stream.
breathe through it.
At one point, Lauren looks at me and says, "Lisa, fucking breathe. We ain't even started yet." I said, "Bitch, I'm trying to. I'm fucking trying to breathe. Tell Skeeter to stop."
And
Yeah.
Joe is fucking hilarious. Like
He is.
I don't know
And
anything about
together.
Joe's community. I don't know anything about Joe's community. I don't know about the drama that goes on in Joe's community. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But the way he delivers it is so hilarious. I go
It
watch.
is.
I don't care. Like I'm there
I
religiously.
look too. I look. Once in a while I'll speak, but I look. And the way Joe and Skeeter were that night together, oh my God. And if we would have had Art Deco with us like we were supposed to, I don't think we would have made it up that stream alive, Bashful.
I would have peed all over myself. Yeah, I would have peed all over myself.
Yeah, it's fucking like, and Skeeter, he literally through this stream when we premiere it, you'll see it. He's taking fucking notes through the whole thing, and he's adding shit. Like we were talking about lubrication, and Joe said, in a pinch, you can use vegetable oil. Skeeter said, "You can?" He said, "Yes, but only in a pinch, not all the time." Skeeter. He said, "Well, we're gonna leave that fucking point out for my wife. She don't need to know that." And then, he was trying to tell us how you apply the anal bleach. And Skeeter was like, "Okay, so get a mini roller." He was like, "No, I didn't say a mini roller." He said, "I'm going to do it all. I'm going to go straight up the alley. Why stop at one spot?" It's fucking hilarious. And Joe's hitting on Skeeter the whole time, offering to teach him how to show his wife to get proper blowjobs. And it was...
Joe taught us how to
Skeeter was like,
Are we talking about Joe Man?
No.
This Joe is from the SWAT community.
Yeah, he's from the slot community.
You're flying so high.
Yeah. And then when Skeeter finally realized he was hitting on him, Skeeter said, "Look, I have been a catcher my whole life. Like no, he said, I've been a pitcher my whole life. So if you switch my position and you make me a catcher, I'm gonna get balls in the face. I'm not gonna know how to handle this. I'm not gonna know what I'm doing." So I remember how it started. It started because they were talking about the lubrication. And he was like, "You don't want to go in there without lubrication because it will hurt." And here comes fucking Lauren. "But I like it to hurt."
Wow.
And then Skeeter's like, "Okay, so what if we follow Lauren's crazy, advice?" And he was like, "Yes, easy, Judith." He was like, "Well, I'm telling you from experience, it's gonna rip and it's gonna be very painful and you're gonna need stitches." And Skeeter was like, "Right, Rit, tear, ass, pussy. All that just made my ass do this.
God.
It's so fucking funny. And
It
like
is.
I said the other day when we were talking about it, at the perfect time, it was like quiet because I think me and Bashel couldn't breathe. It was fucking quiet, and you hear Lauren screaming to her boyfriend, "Shut the fuck up! We're over here talking about anal bleaching. What the fuck's wrong with you?" Remember that, Bashel? And we
Yes.
fucking died. Just fucking died. I was like, "Oh my god, Peaches!" Peaches is here.
Hello, Nora.
Hello.
What's up, Nora?
And freaking Scottish. Remember her in chat that night, Basil? Oh my God. I was shocked to see her talking like that.
I know, right? She turned it loose. I can't see chat.
Basil's over there trying to talk about coconut oil and other shit. And he was like, Basil, you're not making a fucking salad. Like,
Gotta moisturize too, though.
you know, David, I have to ask you this question. And I know Basil and Cheryl's going to know who I'm talking about. There was a person that came into another live stream, me, you, not you, but your mother, me, Cheryl, Scottish, we all used to be a part of. And he would call in every night, and his name was Peter. Was that you?
No. No.
No.
No? That's because I was listening to him talk, and sometimes his voice, like when he does his voices on Ken, it almost sounds like Peter. So, Peter used to curse there used to be this guy that called into this other person's live stream every night, and he would curse Basil and Art Deco out. Art Deco.
No, Lisa, unfortunately, I hate to burst your bubble, but that wasn't me. Or was it? I'll never tell. Okay, it wasn't me. I'm just trying to be a bitch.
He said, Basil, wake the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So wake
Well,
the
I
fuck
can say that in the voice if Bashful misses it so much. I can do it.
He said, Basil, wake the fuck up. Love you.
Love you.
Bashful, wake the fuck up. I love you.
Art Deco. Les, where's Art Deco? I just love Art Deco. Where is he?
Where is he?
Oh,
He's out
God.
decorating with art somewhere.
I miss Art Deco, too. Once in a while, he pops in chat super fabulously with a super chat. That's how he lets us know he's here.
I miss Art.
I do too, but he's extremely busy right now modding for a super crazy friend. You know who else I miss? I miss Ty.
Yeah.
Lisa, there's only so many voices I can do. You have to stop adding names to the list, damn it.
I'm sorry. Art Deco's unique, so I don't think
it's very unique.
Yeah, so is Ty.
And he's so pretty.
Well, I'm not exactly sane here.
No, I know.
Oh,
that was Pizza. Yes, Pizza. Yes,
okay.
Judith.
Lisa, you were supposed to act a little more shocked and a little more surprised. You weren't supposed to answer that so fast.
Pizza. Yes, Judith. We miss Pizza. Where's Art Deco? Oh, God. There's so many good people that used to be on YouTube that's gone now.
I know.
Like, I miss Steve. I miss our Kentucky Steve.
I miss Steve. I miss Mojo.
I miss Mojo, too. I know why Mojo left. Mojo's probably not coming back.
Right?
Damn it, Jimmy, what did you do? Did you twerk?
I'm glad you love it, Teletubby.
Oh, I gotta clean this.
Hell
fucking mess.
no, I don't twerk for nothing.
Twack, 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 twack. He
What?
does sound like him, right, Judith?
I hate to fucking make messes. It just pisses me off.
Bashel, do you remember Elegant Homestead?
Yep, I remember. Someone said she died, right?
She did pass away.
Oh, what's that?
I started asking you if you remember her.
I think I do.
Mike and Jimmy we used to talk about her a lot, but we haven't really brought her up much lately. But I miss Witch on Wheels too. Witchy. Oh, I
Yep.
miss her. When she would come in our chat, she opened up. Like, it took her a while to get there, but then she opened up and I was like, oh, Witchy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's
Remember
funny
that,
how
Becky?
your chat does that for people too. You know? Because there's more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm
Like
one
Nora?
of them. I never expected to
Well,
type in chat, much less be on a panel.
We used to have this girl named Horsehair Laura that came on panel with us, and she would come in dressed in her cow onesie pajamas and suck on her udders.
Oh, I
Right.
love
There you go.
Laura would come on. I miss Laura.
Yeah, they're like, you guys think the round table's bad now. You should have been here when we first started. I don't like, we say it all the time. I don't know how the fuck we got channel still. I don't.
Mm.
Jimmy got a little too excited about that notion.
We did some shit. Ask your mother. She was with us from the beginning.
It was a bunch of crazy women for sure.
We talked about slinky clips and masturbating with buggies.
Oh, Sugar Cane. I miss Sugar Cane's commercials too. I wish he would do one for us. He should do one for the round table.
Sugar used to come in here a lot.
I know.
I do. I'm missing the death too. I see him once in a while, and the same stream I saw your wife, and the name was Elegant Homestead.
Wait.
Yeah, I know. He's smiling. He's guilty. You're right, Wolfie.
I think every single person on panel is guilty.
No.
I know he is a mod for MFW, Judith.
Yeah.
I love her to death, but I really don't talk about her in here because me and her have an understanding. And it's not because we hate her over here, it's just she loves me, let's just say that.
Some things are just best left unsaid, right?
We
That's
just
right.
quietly support Katie. That's it.
And sometimes she looks and she'll pop up and ask for advice and then take our advice and take off on us, bitch. And just so you know, Amy May's back, so she may appear.
Well, that's awesome.
It's funny how the scenery changes so quickly, though. You know,
Yeah.
like the people
Yeah.
that I hung out with last year at this time are they're not completely different, but it's a lot different. You know,
Right. A lot of people that started with us over here, a majority of them just left YouTube. That's what happened with a lot of the people. And then there was some falling out, and because I don't do what other people want me to do, and want me to hate who
yeah, I can't
they
hate.
want me to hate.
I mean,
Some
I make
people
it
have
drunk and fucked up and you know get a little pissy. and be a cunt sometimes, but you know.
Well, Lisa, how dare you be your own person and have your own opinion about other people?
Right.
And if your opinion doesn't line
Right.
up with
How
theirs,
dare
how
you?
dare you? What
But it's
in
not
the
just
ever loving
me.
hell is
It's
wrong
not
with you?
just me. It's not just me. When me and Bashful started this channel, because it was me and Bashful's idea, and then Skeeter jumped aboard with us. So when we started this channel, it was 3 of us. When me and Bashful discussed going live together, we both agreed that whatever drama is happening with other people on other channels, it wasn't coming here. You know what I mean? And there's been times where there's been people in our chat that's actually feuding with each other outside of our channel, and they were able to get along in our chat. You know what I mean? So me and Bashful has always been under the understanding that there's people that come into our chat that me and Bashful see outside of the round table, and we don't particularly care for them. But as long as they're respectful in our chat, on our channel, they're welcome. You know what I mean? And I get a lot of flack for being a MFW supporter, but because a lot of people know me and MFW's history, but that passed, and it was influenced by other people. You know what I mean? So that's water under the bridge, and she became a very good friend of mine. And when I needed the help at my worstest time, she was there. That's the truth. So
That's right. We had Woofy and Dar as our mods right off the bat.
yeah, they were the first 2 mods we had, besides Cheryl and Scottish, was Woofy and Dar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely don't have to worry about our chats whenever.
Right. And unlike a lot of other people that are quote unquote friends with MFW, none of us from the round table that know us ever went to her channel and used her to build ours. You know what I mean?
No.
To make a name for ourselves.
No.
When Katie does come over here, she is respectful. You know what I mean? So.
Yep. Cheryl's been here since day one.
Cheryl came
Once
with
again,
us,
I
Dawn
say,
came
how
with us.
dare you have integrity and want to build something for yourself?
I know, how dare they? Oh.
Damn it, Lisa.
Damn it. She was gonna say that name 3 times. Damn it, Jenna. It always happens.
We
and
just
then she comes in and I
wanted
warn
a-
everybody. She starts dropping links, be careful.
Right?
Yes, I did. That's what, that's
Buck
what,
is mod. That's why we love her. We know she's gonna take care of business.
Dar is one of those mods that are here to know she's here, and then she just me and Bashful has witnessed this. When Dar says she's got our back, it's not a fucking lie. We were in somebody else's chat on another panel. Somebody started with us in that chat, and we were there. Remember that, Bashful? We were there for like a half hour, and someone in the chat started with us, and here come Dar, and I was like, oh shit. Where'd you come from? She said, I've been here all the time. I got y'all back. I was like, well, damn.
I've seen my mom do that for you and a few others. Yeah, that's scary. Because I'll go out and check on her. Mom, how you doing? And she's just, I see her feverishly, fervently typing, and I'm like, okay, somebody pissed her off. Just back away.
Just back away.
and Dar is our dominatrix of the round table. That is her type. She's got the whips, the chains, and the sex dungeon.
I didn't sign up for that, Lisa. You didn't.
That's why Woofy always has a smile on his face.
When you sent the contract over in the message to join you, that was not part of the contract.
He doesn't whip everybody.
I feel like pertinent information was left out, and now I'm afraid.
Well, welcome to the round table. It's okay. A little fear is healthy.
You know what else me and Bashful? Yeah. You know what else me and Bashful found funny? And like, not funny, but it felt weird to us when we started making a name for ourselves and the channel really got their name out there. People were dying to come on panel. And when they would come on panel, they were like, we're so nervous. And we're like, why are you nervous? And I'm like, because we're on the Roundtables panel. And we're like, really? Me and Dad was like, really? See, tell me you'll fit right in this chat. Right in. The other day, Bachelor Vanessa wrote me privately, asking me because she was on panel. She wrote me privately and said, "Can I talk about dildos on here?" Fucking Bachelor pulled out this dildo that was bigger than my computer screen.
God, yeah, that thing is horrible.
I love that. Yes, I was just gonna bring that up, Wolfie. Bachelor, was you here when Wolfie was on panel? And Dara started whipping Wolfie with the whip.
No, I missed that.
That shit was funny as hell.
Oh,
Every time he started walking, he jumped. He kept one of his headphones off his ears just so he could hear it coming. He said, "I'm glad you find this amusing, Lisa. I don't. I said I find it fucking hilarious."
Choking and spanking his foreplay.
Oh God. Lord have mercy. The shit we've seen on this channel.
I was gonna say that's definitely foreplay for Bashful, but
Hey.
wait till you find out what she does with coffee, buddy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that too, Wolfie.
Don't think I need to know that information.
I'm a nun. I'm a nun.
Yeah, you're a nun. Okay.
Mm.
What you
More like
do with your
a nun
coffee,
going,
you're
get
good.
on your knees, bitch.
Oh God.
Most
of our old lives, first started, Bashel didn't talk much. All you fucking did was hear her giggle.
Still all you hear 90% of the time.
It's
But
when I
she's
get
better.
high, I get quiet.
Till you get high, till you get drunk, till she gets drunk. Why are you drunk right now?
Because I drank it shit too slow.
Oh. So you got one of the mellow buzzes going on.
I got a mellow, and I worked today, so I got up early, so. But when I first drank the Red Bull and the tequila together, I got a good rushy high for just about 30 minutes. Like I was like speed my ass off. It was great.
And
So
she's better.
Wolfie and Dar live in the same place?
Wolfie and Dar, husband and wife.
Okay.
Their husband and wife, yeah.
Okay.
They have a funny wedding story. Fucking hilarious. Well, as I was saying, Jimmy, Bashel has got better because when we first started, Skeeter would bother her and pick on her like he does now, and she just fucking laughed. At least now she goes back at him.
Right? That was like during the Mike stream, during the Bros versus Hoes.
Yeah. Hi, Cindy.
Oh, I would still do it with Mike. I would definitely still laugh at Mike.
I'm the same way with Mike still. I can't, I'm better at cussing Mike out in chat than
I have a nephew that's like that though. He's 16 and he's real fast like that. Like he comes up with the funniest shit and like he'll insult you over and over and over again, like in
before
5
you even know what
seconds.
happened, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Hey, Lisa.
Yes, indeed.
First of all, I love you and thank you for everything. You are absolutely the best.
Thank
Second
you.
of all, I had to come up and ask you this.
Uh-huh.
So Elvis Travels is live.
Uh-huh.
And in order for you to chat in his room, you have to pay $19.99 a month. Otherwise, you cannot chat in his room. Now, he's been on for I don't know how many minutes screaming, who's going to be the first one to pay $19.99 so you can chat in my room? Nobody. He's a moron.
He is a moron.
We're talking about a guy that shits in a,
Yeah.
in a plastic
Walmart
bag.
bags.
I know.
But he wants us to pay $19.99 for the privilege of chatting with him. A month, $20 a month for him.
No, I'm not paying that.
Yeah, he'll lose. You know,
To lose subscribers.
he'll lose.
Mhm.
Just
He's
'cause
the type of
everyone-
person that people watch him because he's a train wreck. People hate watching most of the time.
Yeah, they do.
Well, most of them are trolls, and that's why nobody ain't gonna pay no $19.99. Well, I would for my Lisa, but nobody gonna pay no $19.99 for that damn Elvis Travels.
No, they're not.
Mhm.
Anyway, I love you all, and
We love you too.
And
Yeah.
prayers, please, guys, on Wednesday morning, and because I'm scared to death, and.
Oh, Anthony, I have to tell you this. Cheryl Delaney said Elvis looks like Curly from the Three Stooges now.
Oh, have you seen him, Lisa? He shaved his head.
Oh,
That's why I'm dying, because it's true.
Bashful, listen to me, girl. He shaved his head because he couldn't get the pookies or whatever it was out of his hair that was falling on his face and everything. He's just repulsive. Repulsive.
Wolfie said if I had two brains, he would be twice as stupid.
he shaved his head to get rid of the dandruff. Like, what the
Oh,
frick?
God.
Oh my God.
It's
poor
not
guy.
dandruff, it's yucky stuff. My opinion.
I will be
Yucky
praying
stuff?
for you,
Okay.
and, Wednesday, I'll be keeping in contact with David. So,
Thank you. I
Yeah.
so appreciate.
Yeah, we'll definitely be praying
Thank you.
for you.
I'm really scared. But anyway, so just remember 1999, and you too. Right in Elvis's room.
Yeah. Okay.
Lisa, love you, Jimmy. Love you, everybody. Bye.
Love you too, Cindy.
That is funny.
Crazy attitude.
I can't believe you ain't seen him with his head shaved. He looks so retarded.
Oh no.
I heard that too, Cheryl. I was so happy when he finally left Rosie's house. I was like, for months, I was like, can you kick this motherfucking ungrateful bastard out?
I had to stop. Yeah, I had to stop watching Rosie. I couldn't deal. I can't handle him. I can't. I mean, I know who he is. I've probably not watched in total maybe 10 minutes of his shit because I just can't handle him. Never mind.
Wolfie said a train wreck makes more sense than
my
him.
mouth shut.
Oh, God. I used to love when Mojo cracked on him. Oh, when Mojo would get on him, he would get so mad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can shave your head, but you can't fix stupid.
Mm-mm.
All right.
He got all that head.
Live in that room.
I do have to admit, Rosie did a very good job redoing his van.
So Muggsy, since spring's coming up and the weather's starting to get nice, I know it's pouring down rain tonight, but when are you gonna go sleep out in your woods? Come on, Muggsy, be a man.
You want to go sleep out in the woods?
Yeah, go sleep out in the woods.
I need a sleeping bag, and I would do it.
Why you gotta have a sleeping bag? The
yeah,
Indians didn't have sleeping bags.
What do you need a sleeping bag for?
Come on,
Not an Indian.
The survival guys don't have.
This is
sleeping
2020,
bags?
not 18.
You bring a blanket.
Just get you some
right.
leaves and cover up.
Yeah. Hey, Shannon.
Hello, Shannon. Muggsy, come on. I'm trying to give you some good ideas for videos.
So you want me to record myself sleeping in the woods covered up with leaves?
I have to say that's probably
leaves out there. It's all pine
gold
needles.
right there.
I can make me a pine needle beard.
Let's see your survival skills.
Yeah, I'll show y'all some survival skills.
Hello, Shannon.
Take a cooler with some meat and beer.
Shannon said, "Don't forget the chicken, Muggsy." Shannon Miller said, "Don't forget the chicken, Muggsy, and you will be fine."
Yeah, you'll be fine. The chicken will alert you if anything comes
Right.
around.
No, that's a private joke between Shannon Naylor and that's how you got called chicken legs, right? Or something like that, Muggsy.
Was it the chicken one that called you a chicken
call it
fucker?
that. We'll call it chicken legs.
No, chicken fucker. That's what it is. Chicken fucker.
Is it because I remember you sharing a drawing?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hello, Joe. It's fine. How you doing? Glad to be back at the farmhouse.
Shannon right here. She's the one that sent me that drawing.
Mm-hmm.
That's so awesome, though, that Shannon sent you that.
I sat there and watched her make it on a live stream.
That shows love. That shows love, Muggsy.
Zach?
Okay, we'll call it that.
Mm-hmm. When Mrs. Zombie's husband used to come in here, I used to call him the goat fucker.
Well, look, Muggsy doesn't have any real sisters, so we're just trying to give Muggsy the experience of having sisters. So, you know, he needs this in his life. We're teaching Muggsy.
No, there's
Hey, you promised. You promised. I never promised.
There is no need for siblings. All a sibling is somebody that knows how to piss you off, and you can't beat the ever-loving shit out of them. There is no reason for siblings.
No, everybody needs sisters. We teach. You're wrong.
Come on, I had fun with my siblings.
I did. I had fun with my
Holy
siblings
Jimmy,
too.
I
I
see
did.
I beat the hell out of the brother and the sister.
It got to the
Yeah, all three of my brothers.
Yeah, I was being.
I got black eyes and.
The fun thing was torturing my youngest brother. He was really gullible.
Well, my youngest brother was fucking the devil.
Yeah, that's what Baby Goodman's becoming. He's a little freaking terror. He weighs more than CJ. CJ is tall and skinny now, not chunky anymore. And LB outweighs him. And he's almost as tall as CJ. And he just be manhandling CJ. And I keep telling CJ, push him back. He won't bother you no more if you give him a little bit of what he gives you. Mom, I can't do that. He's a baby. Okay. Nothing's going on, Judith.
The middle child of my family. All the
Why
time.
does
Good
that
time,
not
man.
surprise me? Why does that not surprise me, Wolfie? Shannon Miller said, "I'm sorry, Muggsy. Nothing but love. Nothing." See, we love you, Muggsy.
Yeah, the chicken fucker damn thing went on for a while. It got to where I was going into people's streams, and they're like, "Hey, you're the chicken fucker guy."
What's up, chicken fucker?
If that's not love, I don't know.
That's funny.
Judith, it's because
chicken fucker
Judith,
guy.
it's because my oldest son got taller and he never stays still. He's always running and playing. He's constantly eating. It's not that he don't eat. He's always got something in his mouth eating. He just doesn't stay still. He has a high metabolism.
Uh-huh. You got to keep them busy.
All right. Good night, Joe. Thank you for popping in.
Peace.
Good night, Joe.
All right. So this name that Shannon made you was brought up around Mike too. Was Mike calling you it too, Muggsy?
Everybody was.
That's why it fucking stuck, because Mike was calling you. He was making sure that shit stuck.
That was before Mike's channel even grew.
Yeah, but everybody, when I first met Mike, his channel wasn't as big as it is now, but everybody knew who Mike was.
Mike,
people
Mike
I
blew
didn't
up
know, but even when we did the first Hoe versus Bro challenge with Mike, people would see me in chats and they would say to me, you know, Mike's a troll, right? He's got like 8 different troll accounts. So I brought it up to Mike one day and he said, yeah, because I lost all my fucking passwords to every account. Okay.
Oh, man.
High school people, though.
I redo my password all the fucking time because I can't get in. It sucks is they won't let me use the old one anymore. That was easy, you know.
Yeah.
And the variations of it are freaking. It's like, oh, you motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've done it before.
I talk a lot of shit about Mike, and I call him my favorite asshole. But in all honesty, Mike is a very good guy with a kind heart. He really is.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He still can be a big asshole, but I love him.
Oh, I'm an asshole too. I'm just a protective asshole.
Right.
True, Shannon, you can.
100 subs just for Mike alone.
Thank you, Judith.
Oh, I tell you, I'm beat. I don't know.
Yeah,
myself.
I am too. I'm tired.
I hate to say it with 18 people in the room.
I know. Muggsy, what you do today made you so tired?
Nothing.
Oh, I got you, Jack.
Yeah. Nothing will wear you out.
It does. It makes you so tired when you don't do anything.
That's for sure.
I'm on one day where I can do just absolutely nothing. I don't see that in my near future.
Not for a while.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Once we said it's all that Kool-Aid you be drinking, Jimmy.
Yeah, right? I don't know about all that.
Shannon said, quick, check the hen house.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, Muggsy. That's funny. You're very welcome, Judith. That's what we're here for.
Right.
I really think if this quarantine and shit don't stop soon, people are going to lose their mind more than they already are.
Well, they already know that's going to happen. That's what happens when people are confined and caged and, you know.
Right. That's why they're...
Human being is not meant to be a caged animal, you know.
Well, that's why they're trying to talk about opening shit back up, because what's going to, you know, which is worse? You're losing people because they're caged up, or you're losing people, like, you know, where's the balance? That's the hard part. It's like, where's the balance?
That's why they tried to leave things open a little bit so you could still go out and breathe, you know?
Right.
Shannon said that's the last one, Muggsy. She swears. But why? I'm enjoying it. Muggsy's like, bitch, you better stop it.
Oh, you think it's the sugar in the crash? No. I actually, there's not a lot of sugar in that Kool-Aid. I use a half a gallon worth of the mix for a gallon. So, you know, it's not really that bad.
Hey, I'm no. Okay, Vanessa. Are you sleep texting?
Yes, that's Bashful, Shannon.
Welcome back, Vanessa. I sent you a link if you want to join. Yep, you here, Bashful.
Yeah, I'm here. I was on panel, but I decided to lay down.
Not a Vanessa.
Or I had my camera on, meant to say. But...
She said, hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Jimmy, if you get tired and want to make me the host and more people want to join, you can leave, and I think I can end it if you make me the host. Bashful's done it.
We're getting an iPhone is entering the building.
Yeah, it's Vanessa.
Yep. Hello. Hi.
Tell her how much to see Jimmy dance.
Hi, everyone.
What?
Hi, Vanessa.
How much to see me dance?
Hey, how
Really? You're sketching me out, Teletubby. You're sketching me out.
25 grand.
And do you understand that this is 6'2", 330 pounds?
Go watch some of his videos, Teletubby. You see how big he is. Shut up, Eric. I hate that fucking song. Brother being a dick, by the way.
I'm not saying I don't have the moves, but I generally got to be pretty freaking drunk, and my knees ain't what they used to be. Someone's gonna end up on the floor.
Wolfie, Muggsy said you got to flex to let him know.
Yeah.
Eric Reyes, hello.
Hello, Mark's brother. Wolfie said, "Dance the nana, Jimmy. Get on it, brother."
What? The nana? What the fuck's
that? I don't know.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm doing the no. You on that stream or Mike started rapping?
Yeah.
Was you on Mike's stream when he started rapping? I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was so impressed. And I think he was rapping with RK. He was rapping with somebody on his panel. It was my panel. Him and RK were rapping together, old school. And I was like, Mike. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. That's what he's talking about. You ain't never seen the videos, Jimmy?
No.
I don't know what that was, but don't do that again.
Hope to see you again.
Right. Peace out, man. Be good.
Wow, there's 20 people in here.
Right.
What's up, 20 people?
3:32 a.m.
It's 2:33 for me, and we got 19 people. What are they watching us for? What are we doing?
Right? Why are they here?
The answer to that question, we'd be fucked.
You know, I ask myself that question all the time. Why are these fucking people watching me? Be a fucking, you know?
Because you're entertaining.
Apparently, you know?
Yeah.
The other day when Ken was packing, he had a piece of his belly hanging out, right?
Yeah.
So I got tired of seeing that belly, and I was like, I just want to go over there and grab the belly and do this, or poke the belly button, and she jumps like the Pillsbury Doughboy. And cover that shit up then.
Yeah, it's called Get a Shirt That Fits.
Yeah.
It ain't hard when you're 330. You know? I mean, it ain't easy when you're 330, you know.
Yeah, I know.
4X
It's
is hard to
getting
find.
better. The last couple of days ain't been too bad. How's the weather there, Wolfie? As other countries and places are starting to open up, our state is starting to shut down more.
Yeah, because you guys fucked up. You didn't
I
shut down in
said,
the first
I
place,
said my governor need to grow a pair of balls.
right?
Mm.
And what happened? Now you're a hotspot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In my state, our numbers are down, but that's because they locked the state down and they're going to extend it probably another 2 months.
We're up to theoretically May 4th, but at least they put a date on it. You know,
Well, ours is May 1st, but we was April 14th.
I don't think
And
New
then
York has
now
a
they
date
pushed
yet.
it back.
No, New York isn't gonna have a date for a while.
Ooh.
It drives me crazy because I wish I knew so I wish I knew if I was going back to work this summer.
right?
But and like my son, when they taped off the playground here, because they closed the parks here a while ago, but my son still had the little playground here in our building complex he could play on. And they just shut that off and sent a letter out today that they don't want the kids outside playing. And if they're gonna be outside playing, they want them to stay in front of their buildings. They can't go on the playground. So my son was watching him tape off the playground with caution tape, and he just started screaming and crying. So I'm trying to explain to the 4-year-old why, and it's hard.
Right.
And then he wanted to go outside and play, and I told him he had to stay in front of the house. Remember what the rules were? He has to stay in front of our house. And he said to me, "But mommy, the coronavirus, it don't come out until Fridays." And I just started laughing, and I was like, "Today is Friday, so that's not helping your argument. And it's out every day, baby."
It's hard
Good
to
night, Shannon. You be safe too.
Good night,
Later,
Shannon.
Shan. Yeah, we've only had 23 deaths in our state, so
what's the latest?
we had 1,000 confirmed, and
That in my state.
230 something have already recovered. So
Yeah, we only had 7 deaths, but the people that have the virus is over the last couple of days is crazy.
yeah, yeah, and 1,000 people
When
with a
did your state
lockdown. So
actually
you know,
start testing, Lisa?
We ran out of tests a month ago, 2 months ago, whenever this first started.
So they just started testing again?
Right. And some of our tests were backlogged. So that's the problem they're having.
Well, yeah, so
Hey,
that's why
Monica.
your numbers are going to go up right now.
Speaking of Monica,
Because you're
there
starting to
she
get
is.
tests
Sorry,
back.
Basil.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, so
Yeah, in Boston, they tested all the homeless people.
mhm.
Yeah, they're all positive, but none of them had any symptoms.
And you know, like I don't know when they started testing again in Indiana because Skeeter never got tested. His doctor just was like, "I'm pretty sure you have it,
Mhm.
but I can't test you."
Right.
So, but he's doing a lot better now. He's just going still crazy, not being able to do nothing.
Right.
Mm.
And with a person like Skeeter, that's bad.
Yeah, but he should just be freaking doing live streams, being Skeeter, you know, like letting it out somewhere, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We've only had 31 deaths in my state.
There you go. So that's not bad either.
Our biggest problem in this state is in Sioux Falls. That's the city an hour away from us where everything is. That's the biggest problem. And so I was told, like I told you guys the other day, we were told that the reservations too, because they're not following all the government guidelines or stuff. And then they come off the reservation and then they're just, yeah. Josie, I sent you a link too if you wanted to join.
Yeah, my county has the highest confirmed cases because I live in the most populous and metropolitan.
Yeah, exactly. The more people you got, the more you're gonna have.
Right.
Simple as that, you
That's
know?
why it's gonna take so long for New York to recover from this.
Yep.
Yeah, because you had so many you got so many people living in the same spot, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
And
bound to
Gamer
be.
had a good point too, and Gamer was talking about during his stream. A lot of the buildings in New York are like the buildings Gamer was talking about in London, the duplexes. They
Yep.
share the air ventilation system.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's not
our
helping
buildings,
anything.
you know about New York, our buildings can have 50 to 60 apartments in them because
Yep.
they're huge.
Mhm.
Yep.
And they all have the same ventilation system. So if somebody on the top floor gets it and it's going through the ventilation system, everybody's gonna get it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep. Yeah,
And
that
that's how-
happens.
Yeah,
That
and that's
time.
how. Yeah, that's how most of the buildings are in New York because it's the
Mm.
cheapest way to heat them and
That's how.
ventilate them.
That's how Legionnaire's disease got spread through
Mhm.
through a ventilation system,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Legionnaire's
So,
disease because it happened when they were in a hotel. I forget where, but they were in a
Mhm.
hotel at a convention, and the
Mhm.
the virus went through the ventilation system and
yeah.
fucked them
And
up.
in Manhattan and other parts of New York City around rush hour, even walking, you're squished on the sidewalk like sardines in a
Uh-huh.
can.
Bump
You
it
know?
up.
So
Mhm.
it's very hard to social distance in New York City.
Yeah.
Wolfie said, I think our count is like 290 cases of the COVID and like 9 deaths or something like that. How are you feeling, Monica? I was just asking Jimmy about you.
Hey, Monica. Hey.
We were talking about the Tiger King, Monica, and Jimmy was picking on me. Yell at him. I'm joking.
He's picking on all of us.
I kept it to a minimum.
He got jealous.
Hell,
He
I
got
walked
jealous
away
'cause
for an
Doris-
hour.
He got jealous because Doris interacted with us, and
I
he
didn't get
roused up
jealous.
Judas so
I was.
much.
I
He
wanted.
started with us.
My
It's all
my
Jimmy's fault.
my first thought was to send her a link, and then I looked down and saw it was 2 a.m.
Yeah, poor Doris.
Yeah.
She can't go to work in the morning. She got to work an 8-hour shift.
No, tomorrow's the gravy day at the rich guy's house. She'll go over there for like 2 or 3 hours and then come home for 2 or 3 hours and then go back for another 2 or 3 hours and come home. You know, it's a gravy day. She gets paid good for it, and it's only like 15 minutes away.
Well, that's okay, but you just got to get up early. That sucks.
Yeah, it is what it is. She was more upset that she had to go over there at 10 o'clock tonight to go wipe his ass because he freaking dropped ass in the bed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She's the closest one, so he's you know, and you know, she's the only one without kids, you know, so it's like
Right.
she gets that phone call. The bad
We
night
know
was
you
when I
were
had to
Jimmy
go over.
Judas. You made that very clear.
I had to go over once and pick him up. She I don't know what happened, but he ended up halfway between the wheelchair and the bed, and freaking she couldn't handle it, so I had to go over there and freaking pick up a guy that was covered in piss. Yeah, and the only way to pick him up was give him a big old bear hug and just
Wolfie, oh, you were there that night too? Wolfie was there that night, Jimmy. He said Jimmy kept saying, shut the fuck up every time someone tried to talk. I was sad. I couldn't talk. I couldn't chat.
What night was that? That must have been on
You were drunk. And
on one of my
kept
streams,
saying-
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way I get it. People won't shut the fuck up and let me say something. Like,
No, you were talking the whole fucking time. We were trying to add to what you were saying. You still were telling us to shut the fuck up.
I need to be said. I need to be heard.
No, you didn't need to be heard about Angel's dick, Jimmy. Because we
Jesus.
didn't need it.
Oh my God.
None of us needed to hear that, Jimmy.
I don't even know. I can't even bring myself to go see what I said to him.
He was gone. Once you said that to him, boom, Andrew was gone. You were trying to stop you, and you were like, shut the fuck up. I was like, poor Angel. Poor Angel.
You know. He comes in
Wolfie
on
had
lovey-dovey. I
fun.
gave him some love back.
Oh, poor Angel. Poor Angel.
Poor Angel, right?
So, Jimmy, how many people are trying to convince you to go over to D Live?
What the fuck is D Live? Don't even try.
No, I'm not. Talking about getting lemons. I don't know. Talking about
What?
you making money.
You know
I
what?
don't know.
You know what though? My crowd is here. This is what
That's
I've
what I
learned.
said too.
This is what I've learned, and you know what? In all God's honesty, I believe that we are really the first generation of these panel streams.
Mhm.
All right, and you know, yeah, there were people before me, and you know, there was live streams way before me, but this is a whole different thing. And I believe that I'm in on the ground floor. I'm doing it right, and
Right.
I can make it work.
This is my thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix
Right,
it.
right,
Okay?
exactly. You
And
know,
in my honest opinion, D Live and all them other platforms everyone's leaving YouTube for
Right.
and streaming on them, they tried the same thing with YouNow, and YouNow didn't last. And they came right back to YouTube. So
Okay,
it's gonna be
whatever.
the same thing with all these other platforms. YouTube is gonna be here when they crash and fall.
Well, yeah, and they're all leaving because they don't want to play with YouTube's rules. Well, it's YouTube's ballpark. Okay, you learn.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not the YouTube you started with, but it's not it's you know, it grew. It's
Exactly.
ridiculous.
And
They
and a lot of
download-
times, right? And a lot of times when you work for a big corporation in real life,
Yep.
their rules and policy changes all the time, and
Yes.
you gotta work for them in real life, and you gotta adapt and adjust whether you like it or not.
Yes.
So YouTube is no different.
Right. And then, you know, and I'm just here trying to learn how to do this. Apparently people enjoy, you know, hanging out with me. So, you know, I'm sticking with this. I don't have the technical ability to run two different panels, you know, two different streams. I'm lucky I can do what I do, you know, and I thank God I'm getting better at it. But I'm
Yeah.
still learning, you know. I'm still learning how to make videos. And the best thing about this is my streams do great, okay? They really do. But my videos suck, but my videos are getting better. They're getting better views, you know, so it's helped me learn how to do that too, you know. And they all see, the funny thing is they all say that you can't be a streamer and make videos because this gets hurt or that gets hurt. And you know what, and then they split up their freaking channels, so now they only get half the views on either one of their channels, you know.
Right.
And
That's
it's
why
like,
you
they
can
wonder
make
why
a
it doesn't work.
playlist.
Right, and they
That's
wonder
why
why
you
it
make a
doesn't work.
playlist.
I'm like, I can't support two of your channels, you know.
Right.
One's hot enough.
That's why you make a
you know?
playlist. You make one playlist for your videos and one playlist for your live stream on the same channel, and you let your supporters go to the
Yeah.
playlist.
Yeah, watch what you want, you know.
Yeah.
I understand that you don't want to watch my fucking generator video. I don't expect you to watch it, okay? But when I do a cooking video, I know you watch it, you know, and because that interests you, and I'm good with that, you know what I mean? Because and that's, you know, I'm gonna be the one guy. I want to be the one guy that gets a variety channel to make it work. You know what I mean? Because they say you can't do that. You need your single niche. I'm doing this and doing that, and I'm doing it right where I am because it's what I know and it's how I'm learning how to do it. You know,
And this is what everybody is. This is what everyone I know. And if all these other YouTubers that are going to D Live actually think D Live is the new place and is going to outdo YouTube, why are they still keeping their channels on YouTube then?
right.
Mhm.
They're just spreading out. You know, I
Right.
understand. But what happens when you spread out? You know, it's like you lose something somewhere, right?
Oh no, Monica. Monica said my cat just attacked my head because she got all excited from some cats outside the window. She jacked up my face.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
It's not fun.
Rotten ass cat.
That's why I'm glad I got no pets. Just
I
kids.
wish. I'm so fucking tired of pets.
Me too. I love my pets, but I'm so tired of taking care of them.
Jeez.
Oh Jesus.
I love my kids to death too. They're my world, but I get tired of taking care of them every day too. I can't wait. I can't wait for them all to be like my daughter's age, where they're more independent.
Well, they'll get there. That's the good thing about that. Pets never get there. You know.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm worried because if my boys are anything like their daddy, they're never gonna get there.
Wolfie, you know what the best thing to do to a freaking cat is? It's the same thing you do to a dog. You bite it in the back of the neck and ragdoll it a little bit, you know? Fucking, they understand freaking life at that point.
Muggsy, did you fall asleep on panel?
Probably. He
I know
probably
just
did.
about every dog I've ever had a bit in the back of the neck at one point or another. And they understand who's boss at that point.
Right.
Both boys.
Right now I gotta go look for a picture for Monica. They had just
There it goes.
I'm gonna hop
Oh
off.
dang.
Thanks for having me.
The bad.
See you later.
Can I show them?
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night. Later, Dave.
Later.
They get you on the top there too? That looks like one on the top. I can't really. Oh Jesus. Oh, it's too funny. Hey, yeah, you can. Okay, Monica. Guess you remember the last picture you sent me? That just showed up on the bottom of the screen. Come on. I can't show them that one. All right. Oh, let me turn this thing off. There we go. I think that's
Oh
one
my
of the
god.
top of her head too.
Oh my god.
Above the eyebrow.
Oh my god, Monica.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Ow.
You like my buddy? It's my twin. That's for the people that think I look like freaking Fester from the freaking what's his name? Chumley. I don't look like Chumley. I look like this dude. I act like this dude. Or I should say I used to act like this dude.
Monica said, I know she's about to be one life short, just joking. I thought for a split second you wasn't, huh, Monica?
And this was the night we were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah. Yeah, one of those nights. One of those nights was on Mike's stream, and Mike was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And he let you keep going just because he was dying laughing at you.
Yeah, Gamer still doesn't talk to me.
What?
Well, Jimmy was over there talking about biting practically women's nipples off. I guess something happened between Gamer and Jimmy that night. He was just going on and on and on. And I get over there, and Mike, I get in. I didn't see the Gamer thing, but I get in there as he's talking about biting people's nipples off. You were there, Bashful.
Yeah, I know. I didn't remember the whole Gamer thing. I definitely remember the nipple thing. I just didn't remember the Gamer thing.
Me and you were in there making fun of him.
Yeah, Muggs passed out.
That's what happens when you bring the alley cat in the house.
Right.
How's your friend that was on panel with us that night? You were trying to pimp him out. Your single friend. Janine. He said he used to do live streams all the time. He's a country boy. Jackie, was you on panel with me with Jimmy that night? No, it was Twin.
Who I was trying to pimp someone out?
Yeah, it was this country boy that used to do live streams all the time and didn't do live streams all the time. And he stopped doing them. And you said he had all the girls in his live stream because he's single.
Fucking fucking Backroad.
Yes.
Backroads Country or something like that. Freaking
Yeah, thank you, Monica. Backroad Freedom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, when he did streams, they were freaking, it was all chicks. I'd go in there, say hello to them, and be like, really? They're all just talking to you, dude. All right, later, out of here. It's all chick. Oh, where's all the fishing guys? All the country shooting, playing with guns guys. Well, all right, I guess I'm out.
Yeah, people were asking me about him. That's why they were like, Lisa, I thought he was coming to check us out of the round table. I said, you thirsty females, calm down. Shit.
I'm surprised you didn't make it over here.
There was a few married women too. I'm like, yeah, I'm married. They're like, you're doing nice. No harm in looking. He's good eye candy.
So I'll have to send him an invite.
Yeah, to make the women listen. There used to be. You can ask Bashful when we first started. This is why she hates Skeeter. I swear to God, there was women that were coming. Like one of our mods, Rosie Leon. She was so bad with Skeeter too. They were just. If it was a stage and he was on stage, I think they would have threw his underwear and bras at him. I swear to God. And then the gay men. I asked Bashful. I'm serious. And then the gay men will notice Skeeter's on panel, and they all would be in chat. And Bashful would get fucking mad. Like Ronnie, Art, Joe. The last straw. Joe. That was the last straw for Bashful. She was ready to cut him.
I was gonna cut him for sure.
Oh, Monica. Go rub it down with some peroxide rubbing alcohol or something.
Ice.
Yeah.
Ice.
That's clean up. Ice it. Yes. Get the
Numb
information
that
out
shit.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mess with Ronnie all the time when he comes in here because he'll only appear when either he's in chat or he's on panel. Most of the time, Ronnie's lurking, but he only really talks when Skeeter's in chat on panel. So I'll mess with Ronnie all the time. He was like, "Well, Lisa, you know, I love Skeeter." Yeah, I know you love Skeeter. Damn it. Say hi to us once in a while. Yeah, I remember when Josie first met Skeeter. She was like, Lisa, your brother that be on panel with you, the only one without a beard. I said, Skeeter? She said, yeah, him. I said, what about him? She said, he could fart in my sheets any day.
Oh my God. Damn. Oh, no.
All right, Monica, I'm glad. I was dying. I can't believe she said that. I was taking a sip of coffee when she said it to me, and I spit some out. I'm not a spitter, but you made me spit. Look at you, bitch.
Yeah, Monica, you were well missed last night by everybody, including myself.
Was, Monica.
Yes.
I asked Jimmy about you.
Everybody asked.
Yeah, tonight I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
If you knew how you were feeling.
Right.
I was in there last night for a little bit before I passed out, and I heard Jimmy yell at Carolina porn, and I was like, I was typing as he yelled at him, and I was like, "Oop, I'm scared to type. Let me just say that."
Well, he needed to hear it. Freaking, freaking.
He had
it was obvious
moment.
that it wasn't meant for the whole fucking panel to hear. I mean, for the whole, whole broadcast to hear it. And he's like, really, porn?
Yeah, Yeah, he had a
Fuck.
major stoner moment.
Yeah.
A dirt moment.
Dude.
He felt bad.
Yeah, well, he should have. It's like
Jimmy,
you
a
know,
heartless fucker.
the whole night. Y'all know my way of dealing with that little situation. It's just kind of like forget he's there, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of works pretty good until you got someone that says hello to him. You know, it's like, fuck. I don't want to ban every fucking channel you come in here with. You know what I mean? Because I can't prove that they're all him. So it's like, fuck.
Right.
It's like,
Yesterday in somebody else's stream, he wasn't trying to hide it very good though. Like really, can you hide this a little better?
What was that in Muggsy's stream? He wasn't hiding it very well. Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
No.
All right, everybody, it's 3 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock for Jimmy and Jackie. So we're gonna end this so I can go to bed. They can. I don't know. Jackie's going to bed.
Right.
I'm gonna go lay down.
I'm just gonna chill. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Peace out. Love
Yeah, I
y'all.
understand.
Good night. Much love.
All right. Good night, everybody. Monica, you can email me. I promise I'll check it. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.